Hey guys, it's Bonnie here. Just wanting to do a little more full moon talk and I guess get some use out of this last bit of this crazy full moon. Um, One of the first things I woke up with was one of my friends had messaged me. She's like, "Oh my gosh!" And this particular friend, she is like probably one of the sweetest people you would ever meet. Never It really takes a lot to get her riled up, even when she needs to go psycho and hurt somebody. And like she was like being very descriptive. So that being said, I have Melvin from Unexplained Possibilities joining. And have you been having any of this that everybody else is going through this last few days? I mean, because it's pretty nuts.
Well, first, hello everyone. Second, yes and no. I mean, me personally,
You're
I've been okay, but
you're that Earth sign so hardcore. That's I guess that Taurus. I don't know. I don't know. Your cat though.
oh yes,
She's
poor
been
Sweet Pea.
protesting.
Yeah, Sweet Pea's been protesting. The worst thing that happened to me is I hit my pinky toe twice, and a few other people that I know, they've been experiencing some pretty interesting emotions going up and down. It's been nuts.
Dude, it is. In fact, I have a friend from his little business is Green Man Studios. He had posted earlier that he's a Capricorn, and this is supposed to, it's a Capricorn full moon, and he goes, man, he goes, I normally kind of just go with the flow when it comes to the moon and all that, and these retrogrades or whatnot. And he's like, but he like even he messaged, he was like, and then in his post he said it is making him feel crazy. So it's, if everybody's feel like anybody that's been having this up and down, this really just emotional highs and lows, there is something to it. There is, and luckily, well, I read, could be 4 more days of yuckiness, hitting pretty hard. But once that's done, we're good to go, if that makes sense. So we're basically on our way to it getting a lot better, if that helps. I mean, if that makes you feel better. I mean, honestly, wish I could just flash forward into next week. To be honest, this has been a yucky days, and this week has not been fun for me at all.
You see, you need a black mom to do that because one of the threats is I'm gonna slap you so hard, I'm gonna hit you in the next week. So,
That is, hold on though. What's funny is I've had several moms, because my Toby, my 14, fixing to be 15-year-old, he he's always played baseball, and he's always, all of his team members. My kids just, it didn't matter with the boys. They've never known color or anything like that, but he would always have like mixed friends or black friends or Hispanic friends, and the black moms are all like, they'll laugh at me, and they said, you are a black mom for sure. And I'm like, are you I'm like, what? And they said, oh man, and I'm like, what do you mean? They like the way you get on him. I was like, at first I was like, well, doesn't everybody like want to
as
like
in
beat the
everybody.
snot out of their kids? Is that not like a thing? Make them act right. But I will say, it's like, every family that I've ever been to, their kids are they act really well mannered. Not saying that, I'm sound like I'm against my. There are kids that I have seen that just their parents, like, it's the parents' fault. It's not a kid's fault. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
But get away with absolute bloody murder, like things that when I was a kid, well, my goodness, it's just not the same nowadays at all. I mean, you it's scary. I mean, like, if you can look on the internet for 5 minutes, and tell how terrible it can be. Like, who is it? Like, have you read anything about this YouTuber that was, like, I don't even want to, but like, mauled basically by like he claimed to be a boyfriend.
My
Have you read anything about that, Mel?
gosh. No, I have not.
Um. Oh, hey, Bish. Hi, Bish. I'm sorry. That sounds so funny. It sounds like it sounds like I'm cussing. I'm hoping you meant that because that's the best. And yes, I'm well. I'm well. I'm well. I'm going to be well after this week. That's the plan. No, like it's crazy though. It's this kid. I don't. Okay, I'm not sure the girl's name, but she was like I think a no, she was an Instagram person, and uh, one of her fans like I don't know tried to get her to meet up, and he killed her and like took photos and put it on. What is that? Oh God, it's not Discord. What's the name of it? It's 4chan. Don't laugh at me, Melvin.
I'm
Please.
not laughing at you.
I'm laughing at me because I sound like a total technical idiot. But he posted photos. And then of course you have your morbid I'm creepy. You know that I'm will watch the hell out of documentaries about serial killers and stuff. But I'm not gonna sit and ask to see pictures of somebody's child or sister or you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, can I please have pictures? Because I missed that when they took them down. Like, no, people, please have some decency, dude. It blows my mind that there are people out there that are like amazed and amused by that. It really upsets me, to be honest. Like this kid was 17, adorable girl, and they're of course they're saying it all wrong that she was not. That she's it is too far. Alicia, you're right. They were trying to say that he decapitated her, and so for those that might be curious, he from what I understand, because I'm not going to ask for it. I don't want to see it. It's already too much crappy, sad stuff in the world. I'm not going to ask to see pictures of some young girl that's been mutilated by an asshole. That just an asshole. But he slashed her neck. So I mean, it wasn't good. And of course, then he calls the police. He calls the police, but he didn't quite kill himself. He supposedly he cut himself, but he didn't quite finish himself off. And I don't mean that's wrong of me. I shouldn't say it that way. But
I
and
I think what you're trying to say
you know what I
is
mean? I know that sounds
justice
awful,
can
though.
kind of
But
be served. He's not getting off easy.
I
But
do hope. Well, obviously he took pictures, so it's
that's pretty sick.
that.
I,
And unfortunately, those don't ever really go away, do they, Melvin? I mean, you would know more than I would. I mean, since
no,
people are saving them.
chances are it's all over the deep web now. So yeah, it's not
Can you
going away.
explain 4chan to me, like, and anybody else that might not understand?
Oh,
Because, like, to me, it was like I
I'm
thought it was
just
all like,
I'm gonna put it really simple. 4chan is a bunch of losers who quite literally live in a basement. They probably get picked on, and they try to act internet tough, and
okay,
they literally create threads and forums, and they make fun of popular people, or they try to
okay,
find explicit photos of folks, and just to make themselves feel a bit
just
better
yeah, okay.
and exposed.
So they're kind of like your internet basement bullies.
Pretty much, but worse because no one respects anyone on 4chan.
Okay,
It's
all
ridiculous.
right then. So is that what's the one with the? Okay, I'm trying to think what the one is. Reddit. Don't laugh. Is it part of that, or is Reddit a little bit more classy?
Uh, well, Reddit is Reddit.
Okay, he's not going to answer.
No, 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 no.
They like that.
With Reddit, it is a bit. It's more moderated. They're not going to post photos like that on there,
Okay. Okay.
and
Cool. But
Reddit, you can find more information about things. It's more of an information hub to me, anyway, than anything. Although
yeah.
they have of course, the morons are on there as well, and
God.
well, they're everywhere. I mean, everyone has a butthole, right? So yeah,
Yeah, I
everywhere you
know.
go.
It's really creepy to see how many buttholes there are. I mean, I don't know. Sometimes I don't even. I just can't even get it. I can't express it. because sometimes just the stupidity that is out there nowadays is just mind blowing. It's funny how the people that regard themselves as smart or um, I would say like educated, they're absolutely not. You know what I mean? It's so opposite of what they really think. It's their
in
perception, I guess.
in my limited experience, I have noticed that usually people who say I'm highly educated, yeah, chances are you're not. Just like people who
Not you're
say,
kind of
yeah,
dumb, dum dum.
just like people who say I'm the realest mother out there. Like, uh huh.
You're so cute. Okay, guys, this is my favorite thing with Melvin. Melvin, like I was asking him earlier. It's like, what do you ever do? Like, so if you ever kind of like, you know, and I don't even know the words I use, but it was like if you ever like kind of get like, you know, out of hand and out of sorts, and if you ever get wild out, what is that for you? And he's like, yeah, drink coffee. I'm like, oh my freaking goodness. I said that. Okay, like he's wearing off on me, and I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. I just said freaking
It's a good
instead of
thing.
the f bomb. But like the best thing is to me is that you were like you totally the wildest thing you'll do is drink a little coffee and maybe have a shot of what's that called um you wouldn't know, would you? What is that a strong oh god, what's the name of it, guys? um an extra shot of hell. Anyway,
Well, the college days, it must have been a while if you can't pop up with
I
this.
it has actually. I have not. I've okay, and Melvin, I can say it now. So I haven't bought a pack of cigarettes in like forever.
Oh, nice.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats.
Ginger. Ooh, I've never put ginger in freaking coffee, but I wonder. You know, ginger. I'm gonna go here with my magic. Here comes Bonnie and her magic 101. Ginger. If you put ginger root, and let's say you have a court appearance, you have to go in like you're getting a ticket taken care of, or any kind of court case, to be honest. Um, you take ginger root and you put it in your jaw, you know, like you would, let's say you're hiding your bubble gum, you would take ginger root and do the same thing with it, and it's supposed to give you luck. You can put it in your pocket for protection, of course, when the court person looks through your, you know, they said, here, dump everything from your pockets out. They may look at you very, very weird. You know, it's kind of like when I'm going to the store, grab my black candles, my red candles, and ask for some chicken feet. They'll look at me like I'm crazy, and that's understandably so. But you know what I mean? Like with the ginger root, these like they'll call it gree bags or grease. It's spelled GRIS, and or mojo bags. Some people call it mojo, and you can kind of use them both ways. For good or bad. Like, I mean, intention is everything when it comes to magic. But like it's like the little bags that you see like tarot cards come in, or I'm trying to think. Okay, when you buy the rocks from the rock store, the crystal store. I always call them rocks. Everybody laughs at me, but when you buy a crystal and it comes in the little bags, it's the same kind of bag, and you just will fill it with like ginger root, pennies for good luck, anything that that resonates with you, if that makes sense. Mm. Speaking of which, Mel,
Yes.
have you done anything for the full moon? Have you done anything magic wise, or to kind of, I would say, manifest stuff?
Bonnie, do you know who you're speaking to?
You were supposed to be doing that.
I am doing the mantra.
Are you?
Yes, but that's at 10 a.m.
Well, no,
And
no. It's all I'm saying. Hey, it's okay though. It's still. It's no. I mean, it's still. I'm still proud of you. You are doing your mantra.
yes, I'm not going to stop that.
Have you? I see. Like you're so. I am such a rebel that even when I'm doing it, I'm like, ha ha. You know, I'm saying you are wonderful. You know, when I'm trying to tell myself the positive things, I'm like, yeah, right. You know, my brain is fighting me. So it's like it's the first few days are the hardest always for me when it comes to this. And my friend, the one that messaged me this morning, she's one that will do this. I usually buck out quicker than she does. She'll end up. She's much better at fulfilling the end of going all the way through when it comes to this mantra. I get angry or I start feeling better. You know, like most people, kind of like even when you go to a doctor after being sick, you'll get halfway through the medicine, you're like, oh, I feel better. I don't need it anymore. Same thing. And I'll stop the mantra and then I'll be like, okay, now I'm feeling crappy again. you
Oh,
know, I think it's all kind of just something that you have to keep and do on a daily, honestly, to remind yourself. Look at what, like I said earlier, look at what I saw on freaking internet one morning, first thing. You see this kind of stuff daily. It's going to be hard to look at the positive side of things all the time, and it's only going to get worse for people, and that's the sad thing. That's what we have to look forward to for our kids and stuff. So like I my kid my boys, like my oldest, he didn't get to, you know he was on the me beginning to get into magic and so forth when he was, a teenager. And that my middle son and my youngest, they're kind of like learning from the, from being young. My Toby's going to know how to handle certain situations and different things with magic, or just using you know his emotions, anything that he's feeling. Like, say something that's making you sad and you're wanting to turn it around, you take that pain or whatever, and you can transform it, and manifest it into something positive. And it sounds silly, but it's very much it works. There is truth to it. In fact, my son, he always likes to tease me. He calls me. He'll say, "Mom, you're like Eleven from Stranger Things." I was like, "Kiddo, I wish, like, because I would be moving traffic out the way if that was the case." But oh my goodness, have you seen the new season, or do you not watch Stranger Things?
oh, Bonnie, I can only assume that the 11 is a super telepathic person, but I have never watched Stranger Things. I don't do
Listen
the.
to you. Well,
I.
you are telepath. I mean, yeah, no, absolutely, very much telepathic. Well, because of the moving traffic,
Yeah.
um, but she's also, just very gifted in many ways. You know what I mean? And I can't believe you've not seen
I
it.
don't do Netflix. I told you I don't do digital distribution, and because I'm
I know
weird,
you,
and
but
I'm gonna
you're
keep
really
physical media
you. Alicia, y'all
alive as long
got
as
to watch Stranger. Hey, Christy, hey, y'all got to watch Stranger
I
Things.
will
I'm
not do
telling
it.
you, it
I'm not to
is.
see. Alicia is right on the money. She gets it.
No, Alicia, you've got to give it a try.
When it comes
It's
to
really
DVD,
good. Stranger Things.
when it
Hang on
comes to
just.
DVD, I'll give it a watch. Until then, no. And I intentionally say DVD, not Blu-ray, because they're overpriced. So yes, I
That's
watch
funny.
DVD.
That is funny.
Well, they are. I mean, okay. I got to go into a quick rant real quick. So here's the thing. All
Here,
right.
let me hear it. Oh my goodness.
Here's the thing, okay? When Blu-ray came out, it was competing against HD DVD. HD DVD was the superior quality product. Not to mention, it used a red laser, which means that the parts were cheaper, it loads faster, and it had better audio files. What happened with Blu-ray was Sony pushed the mess out of that thing, even though it's a terrible format, especially for audio. And then the porn industry got behind it. When that happens, whoo boy.
I'm,
And DVD or Blu-rays are overpriced. The quality isn't high enough for me because most people don't have their TV set up anyway to actually experience the full
you just
1080p. So,
nerded the hell out on me, and I'm loving
I mean, I'm just
it.
saying.
You
I
just got that is getting, oh my, that is like coffee for you.
Yeah, I just don't like Blu-ray because it's overpriced, and HD DVD was better and it was cheaper, and everyone would have been a lot happier with the audio quality. So until then,
Right.
I'm sticking with normal DVDs because, and that's the other thing too. Blu-ray, even though people are picked it up, they didn't adapt it as quick
Mm-hmm.
as people did to DVD from VHS. And that's why
Yeah.
normal DVDs are still around, and I'm still
I'm
buying
not gonna lie. I can barely put a DVD in, and you know what I mean?
them.
Okay, so Melvin, remember what last night that I asked, or I didn't ask, I said we're gonna do?
Oh gosh.
Why are you nervous? Because we've already had phone interference earlier?
Yes, I mean now, mind you, I do want to say,
No, listen to me. Why do you get nervous?
I just it's one of those things. I think it's normal, but I do want to say that usually, usually 99% of the time when weird things happen and I'm doing recordings or whatever, it's always on the other person's side because I can actually see the sound waves and all that. I know when something hits and when it doesn't. It's it's never on my side. So the good thing is if something pops off or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
you'll have to deal with it.
Well, okay, and this is something you've mentioned before with me. Okay, as it compared to the first few times we've talked, does it still happen as much as it used to?
The weird little
Like it's looking like I'm talking, but I'm not.
I would actually have to check. I haven't checked. I haven't even edited the last podcast we did on for
That's so
unexplained.
funny.
So, yeah, I've been no, I can't say I've been lazy. I've been busy with other stuff. So, yeah, I normally would say I've been
There
lazy,
you
but
go.
no, I've actually been busy for once.
You loving it?
No, I I
You
don't
don't
like.
like being busy?
No, I'm a Taurus. I'm as lazy as it gets.
I love it. Well, you know what's funny is like I was reading the other day, and it's just like one of my favorite things about that it will say about Taurus is that that they're what is it always eating, and I'm cracking up because um well one of my favorite things that you know with you is the cake incident. You know, you're like the
Oh,
cake you made that you really it's ugly, and I always hear walkie-talkie static when I record videos on my phone. That's so interesting. Um, I've dealt with that too. um, my static likes to change frequencies as of late. Um, I swear that I only had to deal with like spirits and stuff before Melvin. I think Melvin sent like something from a different planet to come hang out with me.
no,
I think that's
they were
all him.
always there. They just decided to say hi finally.
Melvin, I didn't know beforehand though, and you liked to point it out. And it's funny because I will, and you know me, I will yell at a demon any day or not yell at one, hang out. Hell, it doesn't matter, as long as there's just that respect thing. However, you mentioned a gray, or what is my word? Well, I don't know. Grays are, and it's pretty, I think, because gray is just scary.
Well, it's
And
not.
I will get, I'll start, see, I'm stuttering now.
Yeah, it's not their fault. It's just we're not used to how they
Our
look.
brains cannot handle what they look like. I'm not gonna lie, I was scared of ET as a kid. So bad. I was telling somebody and they were making fun of me. I'm like, no, I was terrified of ET. He was horrible looking. And I remember the scene, anybody that's seen it, at the end where he's like all dehydrated. And for some reason, only Texas people get this, but it's there's something about a sun-dried dog turd that ET reminded me of. Um, he's all a white nasty and like all he was dehydrated, man. And not many people are going to know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's no, I can't do ET. He was terrifying to me, terrifying. I remember watching it at the movies. My mom thought it was going to be a good idea to take me. And I can't even remember how old I was. I was little. I was under 10. And I remember she had the big old Sally Jesse Raphael glasses at the time. And I remember looking in the reflection and I could see his horrible face in the reflection. And it traumatized me, I'm telling you. So yeah, grays are not my thing.
But they look nothing like E.T.
To me, yes. That stretchy neck. Oh,
Oh my god. Actually,
hold on.
Power on.
oh gosh, that scared me. Jesus
Uh
Christ.
oh. Okay, Mel, I want you to start asking questions. Or tell me what to ask, and we'll ask some that you guys.
I don't.
Melvin, you start the first question.
Well, is
Oh,
there
yeah?
anyone there?
What's the question?
Is there anyone there?
Is there anyone here? Melvin wants to know, is there anyone here? Yeah. Melvin, what? Did you hear Melvin? I
I
swear I
heard
heard
that.
Melvin.
I'm gonna
You heard Melvin?
try and turn the audio up for the
Okay, I
stream.
will. Can you? I swear I heard Melvin.
I heard that too.
Who's here? Okay, did it say Jesus?
I could have sworn I heard Jesus.
I hold on. I'm kind of shocked. I'm not gonna lie.
I
Are you?
I am
Are you?
extremely shocked. Unless
I have Jesus with me. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to wrap my brain around this. Is Jesus here? Who's here? Ooh. Okay. Did anybody make that out? I'm gonna change the channel on it. So hold on. I know this is the. Okay. There we go. Is there anyone here? Can you say hello? Satan.
that's one of your guys.
I have a sigil on my table. Whose sigil do I have on my table? Satan. That's not Satan's sigil. Can you guys hear? Ooh. Okay. Anybody that can hear me through this spirit box, can you name anybody in chat? Who?
Did it say festival?
Are you there? Yes, I'm here. Are you there? Ball. Yeah. I thought I heard something. There was a weird name. Yeah. Did you say the name Bish? Yeah. Did you say? Oh. Wow. What was that? Could y'all make that up? Hi, Ball. Oh my God, here it goes. Did you hear that, Melvin?
I did not.
There's that weird frequency. I heard it for a split second.
Uh oh.
My other friends around?
I say yeah.
Did it say ball or Paul? Joe. Joe. The words. What is my name? What? Could you make any of that out, Mel?
I'm pretty sure I heard your name at the start, and then I heard something say my name. Actually, it was quite quick.
I know. I heard your name.
And
It's weird. It's like saying several. I'm hearing several names,
yeah,
and that's what's crazy.
it's going
Yeah,
very
Lee.
quickly.
Did it say Lee? Oh my goodness. Okay, Bishop's name is Lee, and I did hear. Hold on. Did you say Lee? Can you say Lee again? Can you please say it again? Yes. It's very strange. Okay, so I'm hearing Wellick. I keep hearing the word Wellick, which is part of, on the sigil, a Belial. Ball.
I heard that.
Love it. Love that shit. Oh my god, that blows my mind. Thank you. Who is this? Valak. Okay, wow. Maybe that's Valak instead of Wellick. Oh my gosh. Is somebody using Valak on my behalf? Yes or no? Is somebody helping me out using Valak? Me? No. Okay. Ball? Yeah, I know a lot of ball. Well, and the ball. It said it again. Leah? Oh yeah, Leah. Was it Lee or Leah? Because I swear that time it sounded like Leah.
Pretty sure it should be Leah.
You heard it?
Yeah.
That was crazy. Did you say Leah or Leah? 7. The fuck? Okay. This is getting crazy.
Well, no.
I'm just gonna let it talk for a minute.
I gotta say this real quick. Interestingly enough.
Okay, guys. The way I believe it is, if y'all type in questions, they'll be able to answer. You're listening in real time, so yeah. So ask away.
I have to say this, Bonnie. So it said 7, heard it loud and clear. And
do what?
It said 7, and we heard that loud and clear. Coincidentally, I have my tarot cards next to me, and the one on top is the 7 of Swords.
Oh my! And you know what mine is? My top of mine?
What?
You're gonna die. It's the devil.
Of course it is.
I'm not playing. I'm not playing. Not even kidding. Leisha wants to know your name. What is your name? I'm going to set you on the sigil then. Does that help? Ball. Whoa. The flags. Oh my gosh. Okay, if anybody has been keeping up with me and my town, flags. You know what it's talking about, Mel?
Oh, yes, I do actually.
It said flags loud and clear.
That's interesting. Yeah, because of
Metal,
what
why don't you
happened.
tell everybody what the flags is referring to?
Well, I'm pretty sure it's referring to the well, I feel bad saying this, Bonnie, but didn't a
Well,
person pass away recently? Um, for it,
yeah, the soldier. That yeah.
and
No, it's just I guess it's just referring to the. I think. Well, I mean, maybe it's honoring. I mean, it's interesting that it does.
yeah,
It is aware.
because I'm pretty
It's
sure
aware of those things.
everyone put up flags, right?
There. Oh my gosh. Well, it's lining the streets and the roads and everything here right now.
So that's
Because this was a type of this is a town. This is like from the movie types where you're going to school and you know everybody. And this kid, I remember, I always thought he was really cute. Anyway, and he was very sweet, very kind. He was, you had your rude kids, and he was absolutely not one of them. He was compassionate and there for so many people, and a true good-hearted soul. And so it's saying flag kind of blows my mind because it's very aware. You know what I mean? It's pointedly saying something that it just kind of blew. I love it when it can actually kind of kick my head into gear, thinking, okay, now you're getting really personal.
wow. Well, Raphael, go ahead,
Seven
if
of
you want to
Swords. I
pull it
know that's
through.
crazy,
Hop
huh,
on
Benny?
out.
Listen, Benny saying ha 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 ha.
Oh, there's a story there.
Hey, do you have anything to say to Benny? Hello? Is there any Melvin? Is there anybody there with Benny? What the? Can you say hello to Benny? Wow.
Wait,
What?
did it just say Benny has a cross? I could have sworn it said
Oh,
Benny has a cross.
does Benny have a cross?
Dude, I swear to God, it said, "Does Benny have a cross?"
Does Benny have a cross? Yeah, did anybody else hear that? It's a lot of voices. In. Do you want me to say the in? Ew. There's that female voice. That one's weird. Who are you, ma'am? Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I don't get nervous often.
Yeah.
I'm shaky.
Really?
A little bit.
Uh-oh.
There's just one entity that makes me a little nervous, I guess. But it could also be there's another ball. Hecate? Hecate? It depends on how you want to say it.
Egyptian goddess.
Yes? Huh. Did you hear yes?
I did.
Okay. Hecate, though. So you like Hecate better? She probably hates my accent. I hate my accent. I don't blame her.
No, you have. Well, I mean, it's Texan, but it's okay.
It's okay. Well, what's funny is I have somebody doing some. Can you tell me what the significance of Hecate is? Say it again. I can't. What the fuck? Why can't you? Mal? Is that like, okay, mal, is that like Spanish for bad? I know that. ¿Qué es mal? ¿Qué es mal? Bad. Did you hear that?
I did.
Bad. Sí, sí es bad. Sí es bad. Mal es bad. ¿Cómo está? Oh my God. I'm not a Spanish speaking. Hold on. I need to have my Puerto Rican friend. Like, at least she could understand a little bit. You know what I mean? Even though the language there is a difference, but she would help. Oh, hello. Hola, ¿cómo está? Uh, ¿cómo,
Oh,
¿Cómo se llama? What the hell? Did you hear that?
I heard him say be quiet.
¿Cómo se llama? Oh my God. Who's here with me right now, please? How many? What was that?
I did it say 7?
I think so. The hell is with 7?
I don't know, but something 7. Wait a second.
It
Wait a
could
second.
be. Is there a female here with me or with people?
You know what? That actually lines up because remember the night when we were talking to Pearl and figuring out some more about things around you. So
Yes.
you have 2 normal guides, right? And
Yes.
remember, you had 7 other
Normal.
entities.
You were right. Okay, you're right. And hold on. Ah, that was bad. Have a dirty demon around here. Could have sworn it said, "Is it hard?" That's too funny.
Okay.
So maybe it's just me.
You know what? Ask about the guy who keeps opening the door, the cabinet
Oh,
door.
there you go. Okay, who is opening my cabinet doors at night? It's evil. Did that? Am I imagining that?
I didn't catch it. I'm sorry. I can't tell you.
Okay, let me. Maybe. Who is opening my cabinet doors? Please tell me. Okay, what in the hell?
Well, someone answered.
Who is opening the cabinets? Who is opening the cabinets? Me.
Me. Oh.
Well, can you? Who is me? Okay, I know you can say my name. Thank you. With oh my God. Now that's really personal. I said my last name. Can you say any other names that are going to mean anything to me? Chat. Name people that I know are in chat. Healer. Is there a healer in chat? Yeah.
Oh, there's Spanish.
Zard, hold on. You know what it just said?
What?
Oh my goodness.
What
It
does?
called out somebody on my, like, actually one of my friends that
Oh my
is doing
gosh!
spell work for me.
The stream just,
It said their last name.
dude, the stream just died.
Did it?
What the heck? I mean, it says we're still streaming, but it died for a
Can
second.
y'all hear?
I mean, we're back, but it died.
Who did?
I cut. What is
Did
happening?
you really?
Yeah. Okay, we're
Are you
back.
guys there?
All right, we're back to streaming.
That is weird. Okay.
Bonnie, what
Okay,
are
so a
you
while
doing?
ago it did say,
What are you doing?
do what?
Like, I mean, for the
Me?
stream to just totally messed up and
That's not, yeah, that's what's crazy. I was just sitting here, literally. And the weird thing is, it was right after I had mentioned the person that's doing, um, well, I didn't even say their name because it's, it's very specific last name, and there's an A and a Z in this name. And it said their name, like straight clear. Who's on it? Everything on the tarot deck and the sigil, just to see.
huh. Now that's
Do you
interesting.
want me to set you on the Ouija board? I'm gonna set. I don't know why I'm getting this idea. You know me. Hold on. Okay, so we're 6 in to go on the Ouija board. I said that's so country too. Ouija board. Oh, did you hear that? Who's here? Mel? Mel? Okay, cool,
Yeah,
cool.
I'm here. I just muted. I was
That's
asking.
weird. Okay, because I just now said it. Who's here? Who's here? Can you tell me your name? I'm going to send you the picture, Mel.
Okay.
Should I? Who's here? Okay, I'm going to change this. Ugh,
Oh,
sorry. That's so irritating. Is there someone here? Okay, I'm going to turn it off for a second. We'll do a couple of readings.
yeah.
Because I need, like, I'm shaking. I'm weird. It's very weirded out. Not scared. It's like there's a lot of energy in the room right this second.
Yeah, what the
And
heck
I'm
did you
feeling it.
do, Bonnie?
I didn't, well, um, I,
You did
I didn't.
something. I don't know what.
I, I, my, um, I have not done anything yet, but I am up to something, and I will share with you later.
Oh, later. I know you're
Yeah,
up to something.
I can't say now. It is funny that it's calling out some specific stuff that I will share some of the deets later, but it kind of is mind blowing. I'm literally like somebody mentioned a while ago, the amount of times that it freaking it brought up the word, it said ball. That blows my mind. Hi, Champagne. Okay, I'm trying to like literally breathe now.
Yeah, you do that. Because whatever I don't know the stream. So you guys can know somehow the stream, Skype, OBS, everything just decided to crash for a minute and it came back. But
How long was it out? Like, so
oh,
on my end.
it was only for like maybe 10 seconds. But it is a stream delay, so it's longer for them. But yeah, it was for like 10, maybe 12 seconds, and then it came back.
That's
And
that's weird too.
the interesting thing is where it froze and messed up was on the picture of the what's it called, the Goetia, that
Uh
thing.
huh. That photo.
Yeah, and
I'm right behind that, or right in front of it.
yeah. Oh gosh.
My the
So and Benny
what is it?
and here's this too. Benny does have a cross in his room. He has a crucifix in his room. Um, so there's that. Um,
Is there anybody that speaks Spanish either in the chat?
yeah, well, Benny probably left, unfortunately, but um,
Did
I,
you say what?
I said Benny probably left, so unfortunately, there's that. Um,
Oh, that's very interesting.
and
Then, but
I mean, this is
I don't. It's not every day I get a Hispanic. Somebody speaking
Hispanic.
Spanish. You know.
Oh no, he's still here.
Benny is here.
He's still
So,
here.
did you hear? I'm not crazy. I know I heard. You know. Well,
I heard
I
that
live in
thing.
Texas, so I know some. You know.
I heard it say caliente. I swear to God.
Did it tell me to shut up?
Yeah,
Cayete.
that's what I
Cayete.
heard. Like that's why I
Cayete.
said, "Oh my God!" It told you to be quiet. And then
that
my silence, I was literally like, "Okay, Pearl, Daisy, Raphael, it's time to get the muscle out if something tries coming over here."
oh my gosh.
So like,
Okay. Whoa.
dude, Pearl's gonna slap you now.
I know.
No, she's gonna
Um
slap you.
Listen to you, me. I wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, you didn't tell me it would be like this, and she is protective, so she's going to slap you.
Wait a minute. You act like no. Oh my gosh, you made me feel like I didn't harm you. Did I?
Well, no, I think I'm okay, but she's still gonna slap you.
I think you were just caught off guard. Very much. And okay, because see, well, I thought it was saying Wellick, but I think it might have said Valak a couple of times, which is very weird. I'm going to see if I can get more info about what is here through the tarot cards. And I'm literally doing this on this Ouija board that my friend sent home with me recently. So, and let's just say this person's very, you know what I mean? You know, I meet people that have a lot of magic in them,
Yep.
and it just seems to come natural. So yeah, 3. Are you kidding? No, not 3. It's 2. Fucking no way. All right, tell me what this is. Okay, and I'm using just the regular red. Well, I can't. My mind, it kind of just got blown. The 2 of swords. No, sorry. The 2 of wands, or rods, and the 2 of swords. The last one is judgment. Swear. 2 choices. Make your choice. Is what I feel like that is.
Huh.
Sit and be silent, and you know what I mean, and like wait it out, or there's that. Okay, so the rods is all about fire, and the swords is air. Fucking hell. Okay, I'm trying to figure out what my message is. This something that can? Okay, so if you put air on a fire, what happens?
It feeds the fire.
Or you could, yeah. Huh. I'm sorry. I'm just trying to kind of think this out, because it's literally fire then air. 2, and it's the 2s. 2 two twos, and then judgment. And
Six.
you have the right.
What the
Wait, you have the
heck?
same deck.
I mean, it equals six.
Yeah.
I mean, because
What?
well, judgment is card number 20. That's a two. Two, two, two. That
Fucking
equals
hell.
six.
No, I didn't even. Yeah.
And then
Shut
on
up.
judgment, there are six people celebrating that angel or whatever.
Okay. That's okay. My hand's shaking.
Bonnie, what did you do?
Oh my goodness. Um, I'll have to tell you later. It's nothing
Boy,
bad.
hey, Pearl, Pearl, I want some protection.
You. Oh my God. If next time you say that, I hope a condom drops out of the sky. I would die. That would just like make me so happy. I'm sorry. What did you do? Isn't that great? Is that not great, Bish? Like, like I did this, man. I didn't ask. Out, it just it is. It is, man. It is. That is weird though. The 20. I didn't even think of the judgment being 20 at first until you pointed that out. Thank you. So, huh? There's definitely a message in that. Why don't you pull three? Let's see what you get on your end with three cards.
All
I'm
right.
just very curious at this point.
I'd better get something with something saying, "Oh, don't worry, we got you."
And I sent you. I will post. Where should I post it? Twitter. I guess I'll post that picture. Twitter real quick. That of me. Yeah. Hang on. That blows my mind.
Yeah, Pearl's gonna
Seriously.
send some aliens your way now.
What?
Oh, nothing. That's just me speaking aloud. Don't worry about it. All right. So you want me to pull three cards, right?
Yes.
All right. So I'll pull one from the top, one from the middle, and one at the end.
I listen to you. Who taught you?
Very funny. Well, this is interesting. So I didn't.
Nights and wow.
So I didn't get anything too crazy. I got Six of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, and Nine of Wands.
Yeah.
So
Knight. Okay, so Bish pulled Knight of Wands, Nine of Cups, and Knight of Cups. Knight and Knight. Shit. That's very strange. And didn't you say you got the Nine of Wands too?
yeah, I got the Nine of Wands,
That's very weird.
Six of Swords, and Ten of Pentacles.
There's something making a noise in my kitchen. Can you do that again? It's in my kitchen where that cabinet is too.
Oh, well, there we go.
If I catch it in action, I'm probably going to pee on myself a little bit, but because I've never caught it like opening. Like I'll wake up and it's already open. You know what I mean? It's like why? And okay, I'm going to be honest. I'm lazy and I haven't put the camera on it because, like, you know what? I know I'm going to have to go through the feed, and it's like when like. When can I do that? Like in between home, like on my car ride home from work? No.
See, you gotta get out of that. You have to do it now.
I do need to do it because it's been very funny. Oh, and you know how you talked about you busting your toe twice?
Yes.
I literally saw a meme today of it was like one of my magician friends posted of like a person like a voodoo doll where they're cracking their toe into the corner of a coffee table.
Oh.
It made me think of you. Yeah. I didn't do that.
Oh, I know you didn't do that. That's terrible.
I think I may do that, Alicia, because like it literally it's drove me nuts. And it had stopped. Like I told Mel, I said, "Oh, it's okay. Well, I think it's done." And then, of course, like 3 days later, it was like, "No, I'm not, stupid." You know. I'm not done. I'm not done. Like, I'm not done tormenting you quite yet.
Well, it's not going to be done until you go back to the place it's from. We've established this.
I know.
So, yeah, good luck,
It's
Bonnie.
a journey. Yeah.
Now, you know
I
what?
just. What?
I actually
What?
want you to do something.
Okay.
Yes.
Are you going to send me outside? You're
I'm
sending me outside, aren't
no,
you?
I'm not going to send you outside. Actually, I do believe if you were to go outside, you might catch something in the sky at the moment because
I don't want to do it.
yeah, well, I'm not saying do that. I'm not saying do that, but it
You're going to make me duty.
no, no,
Ah,
no.
I'm kidding. God, you get so you you get so blushed.
What I want you to do actually
Okay.
is just randomly pull a card from the middle of the
Okay.
deck and put
All
it
right.
on the sun part of the Ouija board,
Oh. Uh huh.
and pull another
Okay.
card out, put it on the moon part,
Okay.
and now I want you to ask a question to whomever or whatever and flip over one of the cards.
Okay. I messed. Okay, so don't flip it over yet. I
Don't
had it
flip it
flipped
over
over.
yet.
Okay, so I'm going to knock on it. Should I put up the 3 cards I already have out, or should I leave those out? What do you
Leave
think?
those out.
Okay. So the 2 and 2 and the judgment. All right. So I did post that up to Twitter, guys, of the Ouija board and everything, and just kind of the setup and what I'm looking at. So you guys, okay, hold on. My ears are doing that thing again that it did yesterday. But both of them right now. Hold on.
Oh yeah, you
Okay,
have
back up a
whispers.
little bit, please. Just a little bit. All right. Tell me something about who you are through the cards. Christopher, oh my gosh, my son just came in here. And I about I gasped. I gasped because he'd been asleep, and so he literally walked in here like a zombie.
Oh no, that's
Oh my gosh! If
terrifying.
you guys could have seen it, it was great. I mean, he looked at me, kind of like his eyes were like, "Ugh." Are you all right, Bubs? Okay, he's not gonna say anything. He is like literally still asleep. Okay, so from the middle, put one on the moon.
Yeah.
Okay. Anywhere in particular? I mean, the sun. Anywhere in particular you want me to get the moon one from?
Nope. Wherever you feel.
Okay, bottom. Okay. Now, pull them, flip them over.
Yeah, you can flip them over, then ask the question. But I'm just curious to see
Okay.
what you would get.
Oh shit!
What did you get?
It's trying to be very dark and dreary. So on yes, it's the tower,
Huh.
and on the no, it's the 9 of swords. You know, this going away.
Now that's interesting. Another nine of wow. Huh.
Another 9.
Another
Yeah,
nine. Yes. And then of course,
I'm
if you
gonna do a
flip the
pick
nine,
and
oh my
add that one.
gosh! If you flip the nine upside down, what is it? It's a 6.
Yes, it is. That you're right, absolutely, and that's um weird.
And I got a 9. Who else got a 9? Um,
Um, Bish, Leah.
and
I can't.
and you got a 9.
Yes, and the thing is, I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna send you one of the pictures that just I can. It's very weird. 2 of them did not want to come through clear, so I'm gonna post these. They're kind of ugly. Just saying, because for some reason it didn't want to be clear. Um, I mean, literally, there's like this swivel in the picture, and then the last 2 are nice and clean.
Huh.
Yeah, so it's like 2 that are like really. It's like there's I mean, I wasn't moving the camera. You know what I mean? It looks like camera movement, but I wasn't moving it, and it's very weird. Are you there,
I'm
Melvin?
here. I'm just
Melvin?
I'm here.
Okay, I heard this weird staticky sound. Um, I don't want to creep you out. Never mind.
Yeah, don't say nothing.
Leah. Okay. So it's like texting. Leah. Leah. I'm good, Champagne. Um, I'm trying to be good. I'm kind of like wigging out a little bit. Like there's some crazy energy in here. I'm wondering if it's like the board, because the board's new, and the picture, like you mentioned, the picture behind me from when it froze up earlier, that's new. Not new, but new to me. And
I'm sorry. I'm laughing because
Six of Pentacles.
with the wait, you gotta sit. Wow.
Not me. No, Leah got Six of Pentacles. What
Yeah,
is the Tower?
the tower
Okay.
is it's 16, which
Uh-huh.
of course
Okay.
it'll equal a 7 if you actually put them together, and
That's
then
one. That's one of my numbers. 3 and 7. Those are like big. Okay, and then the 5 and 6. So yeah. No, I said. Did I say the 9? It's the 6 of Swords a while ago. Did I say that right?
wait, I thought you got the 9 of Swords.
I was wrong. I lied. You can look in
Even
the picture and see it.
even crazier,
Wait,
the 6 of
5, 6. No, it was 6, and I lied. So I don't know why I said the 9, but 6.
and I
But
have
it's the
a
upside down anyway.
and I have a 6 of Swords.
Okay. What is going on with the fucking? Okay. Should I turn on the spirit box again?
If you do, before anything, before we get into the dark stuff, I just want to make sure one of my guides is around or someone with some muscle just to punch something. That's it.
Okay. So what you'll say is the light of God surrounds me. The love of God enfolds me. The power of God enfolds. Okay. Wherever I am, God is, and all is well, and so it is.
You
That's
see,
that's
that's a lot to say. I'm just gonna do it like this. I have my pendulum out. Pearl, are you here? Okay, Pearl, are you watching my back? All right, is Raphael watching my back? And
how many you think you need to have,
and is Daisy watching
bro?
my back? All right, so nothing's gonna
Oh
get
my
through.
gosh!
Yes, they will. No,
Seriously?
they're not. All right, we're golden. I'm good to go now. All right, I'm pumped up.
You like got like a spirit guide mafia over there,
I
man.
want them
Like,
here. Like it's 3 of them, and they're very powerful. And if they have to get nasty, get nasty. Like get them. Oh what?
see, how funny. The right side. Yeah, I. That's funny that you say that. My hair, and my hair is really short, but the shaved on the sides, but where the hair is longer on the right side is like a little tingly. But I was like, just wondering it. I try not to let everything go off as paranormal, but when I mean, like, there's some energy in here. I mean, there's no doubt. It's crazy. So, yeah, he's safe, Alicia. He's got like his spirit guide mafia over there. Like, God.
Well,
Okay, so
better
we're gonna
safe
turn
than
this.
sorry.
You're right. No, I know. I feel so sorry sometimes. Or, you know, um, my guides. They're always so busy. Hang on, just a second.
I guess the biggest thing is it made us feel great about ourselves.
Oh God, it didn't want to change. Hold on. Ball already. Maiden. Who's here? Are
What?
you messing with anybody else that's watching this right now or listening right now? Do you hear that, Mel? Do you hear that weird sound?
I do.
That weird sound.
No, I heard it.
How do I address that?
Um, you
How do I
don't.
talk to aliens?
Honestly, no. This is how you're gonna do it. You speak to
Hey,
them like you speak to another person. Hello,
okay.
welcome. I'm gonna be respectful.
Hello, Earthling.
If you have
I'm just
something to
kidding. I'm not. I
say,
better not. That's probably not respectful, is it?
no. If you
Okay.
if there's something you need to
Hello.
say, go ahead and say it. We're listening.
Who is communicating to me? What is your name? David. Oh my goodness.
Oh, and real quick, Bonnie, Champagne wanted to know.
Huh?
Champagne wanted to know if you're gonna take questions tonight.
Yes, yes, ma'am. If you have questions, ask away.
Okay.
And your friend is earthbound. She passed away. Car crash. Okay. Friend is earthbound. Now, is there a little girl? Why am I? There's a little girl involved. Champagne by chance? Because I'm like, I don't know. I keep seeing like a little girl, like a little, and I don't know why I'm seeing a car seat, but I don't know if like she had a daughter or and somebody she carried like a kid. And I don't. I'm trying to see what I'm getting. I'm just. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting some pictures. I'm just trying to see where they're all going because it's kind of all over the place. Like I'm seeing a bridge, like, but it's not like off the top of the bridge. It's almost like you're going underneath the bridge, like an underpass type thing. Okay, murdered by her boyfriend. Did she have a kid or was she by chance pregnant maybe? I mean, because there's like a little girl that's so, whoa, 7. Oh my God, there it goes again. Like a car crash. If you can, I'm going to put my email and just message me because I'll get back with you because there's like some things that I'm seeing that I don't always want to throw right out there. Hello.
Oh my
Christopher,
God.
you need to go in there, baby. I'm on live. Hello. He was my. Oh my.
Jeez.
He would not be okay if he got something to call to reply to him. He is. I don't know why he would even came in here. He's honestly worse than you, Mel.
Jeez.
Hey, BJ.
All I heard was hello. I thought for sure. I was like, oh.
Do what?
Oh.
Do what? Uh-oh. What number do you keep pointing at and saying? I won't say nothing now. Listen to this. Who are you? So that's that weird. Mira. Pasa. Kepa. Wallet. Belial. Hello? Who's here? Well, hold on here. What's your name? Can you tell them what card I put you on? Did y'all hear the deep voice?
I did hear a deep voice.
What card are you sitting on? Altar.
Altar.
Which altar? That sounds bad.
Who's the one?
I'm here.
Coming.
I'm here. Who's here? Death. Devil. Hold on. Hold on. Melvin, did you hear it?
I heard death. I think I heard death. Like, I don't know if
Did anybody else hear death?
I'm pretty sure that's what I heard.
That's funny. That's my son that just was in here. That was his birthday too. Leah. And okay, Toby, you gonna come and ask a question? I'm gonna have my son. No, I didn't call you. You heard my name. I didn't call you. You said Toby. I did not call you. My son just came in here and was like, "Mom, just call me." Say hello to whatever's here. Hello. Hey. Okay. Who's sitting next to me?
Yeah.
Who opens our cabinets?
Who? Ask it again real loud. Sorry. I think you heard me.
Who's opening our cabinets?
Hang on. Surprise. So, DJ said, "What's up, Toby?"
Hi.
Tater? That's gonna sound weird, but Tater. I've never done this ever, and I don't know why I'm drawn to Jacob. He's a cross. Did Jacob cross over? Board. Yes, you're on the board. Is Jacob? Is he around? Very weird. That's strange, because, like, you heard Paimon? Hold on, okay. Paimon? King Paimon? What? Oh, hello. Paimon? Oh my God! Hello, what's up? That is JD. Hold on, let me see if I can get something with you now that you're in chat, because we are getting some. I've been hearing balls all night, like one after another. Who's here with me? Amos. Amos? Oh my God! Yes, Amos. Ball. Hey, Mom. Whoa! That is so funny. Oh my God, JD. Love it. Love it. JD said, "What's up?" Can you tell JD hello? Can you say hello to JD? No. Ball. Who's been messing with JD and Orlando? Hey, what? Hold on. I'm gonna. Did it say what I think it said?
I heard gray.
Did it? I heard. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna definitely have to. What timestamp? Stamp that, somebody, please. Well, ball makes sense for me. So. Hey, Mom. Who was that one? Vera, Tessa, Eva, Wallet, Belial. Weird. Okay. You okay, Melvin? Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm good. I know I have a shield up and stuff. So.
I'm telling you, that's crazy.
And you know, it's interesting.
This
that
is. Do you
we
hear the
have,
tone of the? Listen to this. There's a tone difference now.
Yeah, and we have.
Okay, are you with? Are you?
6 in
Are you
chat.
with JD? There's something here with a dark, deeper voice. Can you say hello? Oh, Tony. Yeah. Hi. What? Kick? Does that make sense? Anybody kick? Kick it? I don't know what the hell. Beast? Ooh, I don't know. Can anybody make that one out? Can you say hello to JD? No. Somebody is fucking with you, dude. Okay. No, well, because. Oh. Have you been doing some work, JD? You've been using this 41. See, and it's also been saying 7 over and over.
And now we have 7 watching.
41. You never heard the number 5? That's crazy too, because. Say hello to Orly. Can you say hello? Now, I've noticed that singing seems to happen when Paimon comes around. Lee? Who's watching Orly? Paul. What is watching Orly? I'm sorry. Okay. I'm going to ask one question that just can't kind of, I feel like I need to ask. How many different types of entities or aliens does she have around her? Okay. What was that,
Oh, I heard
Melvin?
I heard quite a few different numbers. I heard like 2 and then a 6 and yeah, that was
Wow.
So yeah, I would say
Are you trying to hurt Orly?
no.
Two and word. Yeah, I hear two. Is the Grays are the Grays with Orly?
Orion Grays, be specific.
It said Orion. It did, didn't it? And what was that? Remember, JD? You guys, do y'all remember? Y'all have to check out his stream. JD has his stream from the other day, where it was literally they were talking about a mark that she had woke up with on her leg. And what did it look like, Mel? When I asked you,
it looked like Orion's belt.
Motherfucker. What? Okay, hold on. Sorry. You heard a deep Karen, yes. I did. Okay, he said, who's I? You said I did. Who's I? Hyman. I heard that one loud and clear. Did you hear that? Mel? Mel?
Yeah, I'm still here. Don't worry.
Okay. Making sure you're there. It's weird. What else does Orly have with her? What other kind? Okay, what is that? Was weird. Hold on, I'm gonna plug it for a second because I'm trying to.
Bluetooth pairing.
No. Okay. Mel, can I make sure you're still there? Mel?
I am still here. Don't worry.
Boyfriend. That's boyfriend. Okay, JD's her boyfriend. Told you.
the video stopped.
Yeah, and we're gonna hold on. That's weird. You know.
They're on call right now.
Can you hear me?
He's talking.
Okay. Okay, it said your name, Mel. How did that get into there?
Wait, it said my name? Really?
That's good.
Okay, that's interesting.
I can hear you now, Mel. Okay, that's weird.
Oh, no.
You know what's weird? Okay, hold on.
I had it on mute.
It's very low. I'm gonna have to fix the ear, like where I can hear you again.
Yeah, well, I had it on
How do I
mute.
help me here,
Can
kid?
you hear me now?
You know.
Bonnie, hello. Oh boy, live technical difficulties.
Okay, I see it. Okay, I see where we're at. It has you. Okay, it catch you off. It's very weird. Okay, it turned the speaker off.
Huh.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, cool.
So
That's very weird. What the hell did you bring, JD?
No. This is interesting because you said it said my name, right?
Yes.
So I had you unmute and let me make sure the stream can actually hear me. Okay, so they can hear me. So I had it on mute. No one could hear me or what I was saying, and I was actually asking one of my guys if they could come through and let me know they were there. And I asked if it would be Pearl. She said no. Then I asked if it would be Daisy. She said yes. And then not even 2 seconds later, you said, "Oh my God, I heard it say your name, Mel."
It did. Yeah, that was crazy.
Now, do you remember the voice?
It was a man.
Oh, it could have been Raphael. But that's interesting because that wasn't even 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Bonnie.
Bonnie. You said my name?
Why is that on?
I don't know why it's turning. It's like really sounds low. It's very weird. My audio, so I'm not sure what's going on. Okay, Baruch. Oh, Baruch, can you say hello? Am I saying that right, JD? It speaks. That's weird. It said it speaks. I don't know what that means. What speaks?
Farouk?
Baruch?
Yes.
Baruch? Can you say hello? Listen to this frequency. I don't get this often. Y'all hear this weird Jessen? Okay, hold on. I think, did you say Jessen? 2. It said 2. Wow. Jessen. It did say it. Okay, whatever's making that frequency, can you back up just a bit? Oh, never mind. Sorry. Oh. Okay, can Orly's people please move back a bit? Please. Thank you. Okay, that's weird. Now it's coming back. That's like yeah, that's a very weird singing. That I hear the singing. That's a spirit you conjured today. Is that okay? How many? Did you do both of them today? Because it said 2 after. Hold on. I'm hearing something. That's very weird. Good luck. Okay, hold on, JD. What the hell did you do? It said good luck. Who said good luck? Okay. Got you. Are you here from the Dybbuk box as well? There's something from the Dybbuk box here as well. Oh. Dybbuk. There, he said it. Okay. That's your answer. Jetson, can you please let yourself be known? Can you say hello? I'm gonna change the way I've got the. I'm gonna set these on the cards and stuff. Go get my voodoo doll. I'm sorry, I'm just putting some things that I've got energetically charged. Matt. Wait, that was weird. Okay, I heard the word gnash. Like I gnash my teeth, or GNAS. That. Did you hear that? I mean, could you hear that, Mel?
I did not hear it.
It's very. Hang on, and how weird. My box went dead as fucking door now. Hold on.
Because you dropped it.
Well, I dropped it, but this thing is never turned off. Like, no. I'm gonna need batteries.
Okay, well, I take
That's
back what I said earlier about what did you do, Bonnie, and now I toss
Uh-huh.
it to JD. JD, what did you do?
JD goes. He started laughing. Well, and that's what's funny. He said he's created. Justin was one of the entities he works with, right? That's the thing with some of the magic that JD and Orly and then myself, when you work with this type of stuff, there are not, you don't have to put quite limits. Like it definitely, you can let your creative side take over. I can't remember Orly what her sign is, but JD is an Aries. I'm an Aries moon, and my head is, somebody's got some tingling in their head right now. It's like, fuck, hold on. Like my head.
Yeah, you dropped it and messed up something inside.
Okay, just
the CPU.
Baby, I'm telling you, it needs a new. Hold on. I'm sorry, my head. Oh, can you do that? Hold on.
Oh, do you need me to pause the stream or something?
No. I snapped my fingers and I heard some
click.
Yeah, there was a click on a wall.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm okay. My head, I feel like, so I don't know if there's somebody in chat that's got like a lot of like okay, like when you stand up really fast and you get dizzy, it's like that kind of it clicked again. Okay. There it goes.
I heard that picked up.
That y'all heard that time then. Okay, can you do that again, please? I think this is what JD, stop. I swear. He's in his shit here. He's okay, so this is showing you what this shit can do. Are you doing this stuff? I feel better now. See, look. Thank you. Yes, I actually do. He's sending those clicks. I'm a sorry. Y'all are both, it says, we are both Leo rising and Aquarius moon. That's very weird that y'all have the same. I'm a Aries moon, and I'm Cancer sun and rising. Very, very water. But that Aries is very strong. As as you know, JD, that fight me, I love you type thing that can just, it can kind of take over. Did y'all hear the click? JD, was that you? I have to know. Was that you that made the click? See, yeah, he got the thing to work again.
Huh.
I'm telling you, I think JD did that noise. And he's fucking with me. Yes, see, asshole.
It needs more battery. Mom.
Now, was that your little dude? Was that, can he, like, what can he, I love the fact that you've created, one of your own. I'm still just working with the old guys. You know what I mean? It's weird because the tapping is coming from my air. Like, okay, I'm in Texas and this is terrible. I should have central air conditioning, but I don't. The air conditioner broke before I ever had this house. But the click came from where the air near to the vent, so it's very funny. What is pause? You get dizzy and faint. Here at the moment. Okay. Are y'all doing work? Also. And I'm telling you, like, orally, whatever's around Orly too is really coming through extremely clear lately because I didn't even get to tell you yet, Mel. I looked at my legs this morning and I have bruises on my knee, and it's one. How many, Toby? I'm gonna let my son count. So it's a fair judge.
1, 2, 3.
How many? That's it.
Huh.
4.
Is there 4?
Yeah, there's like a little like.
No, that's a knot.
That's a knot.
That's been there forever. I was very accident prone child. How many bruises is what I'm saying?
Just 3.
Okay. Now mine is shaped like a triangle. So Melvin, would that mean anything?
Possibly reptilian.
What?
Well, the thing is, you gotta remember, you're a bit different. You have things that are very ancient by universal standards, or galactic standards, and yeah, so it's more things working with you. Now, from what I could tell with Orly, from the little info, I know for a fact it's Orion Grays. And she's probably a hybrid, and chances are that they visit both of them. So, but for you, chances are it's reptilians who visited this time.
Okay, their power's been out, Melvin. That's what Orly just said. Their power's been out. Hello, what happened with me when I first started really knowing what the fuck was going on?
Yeah, they're trying to get contact.
And I don't think they're trying to, because I know. Well, when you work with magic, and then something else like this pops in, and this is how you helped me a lot, Mel. I'm telling you, you did help me be able to sleep at night because I was like, well, what the hell have I done? And now I fucked up big time. Why did you do that?
I set it down.
Okay.
I set it down like
the spirit box just decided to come back on.
Okay.
Yeah, Orly said thank you, Mel. I'm telling you because it's very weird because the power going out, these marks on her, it was weird because and what's funny is I don't know how I caught y'all are not usually on in the morning at that time that I just happened to log in and I'm like, ooh, this is very interesting what they're talking about because it felt very familiar with what I had dealt with. And I'm like, and then I started looking, I said, you know what? She's got them big eyes too, like I have. There's just some things that just stand out that make her a little different, especially with, understanding and almost, I don't want to say that magic comes, your magic's already there, if that makes sense. Postural arthritis, which was diagnosed PTS. Huh. Ooh, that sounds like a horrible, horrible thing. I know, exactly. Dude, yeah, like JD can send some healing out there, man. Like he's obviously he can play with energy. What, Toby?
a short pain.
You have one in your head too?
Like in the middle.
I try to let my son work, around so he understands it and is not completely freaked out. So yeah. See, there you go. That's awesome. Orly, the thing I can say, oof. Now that you're kind of aware and it makes a little sense, it's probably going to hit you pretty hard. Wouldn't you? I'm just going to say, with my own experience, I would lean that way. Mel, you're the expert, though. I'm not going to act like I'm an expert at all.
Well,
another clue.
Here's the thing. I would put up some ground rules before anything.
Okay.
Like, just, you're going to speak aloud, and it's going to sound weird because you're going to be speaking to nothing, but I guess that's not too weird considering. But you're going to put up some ground rules. Basically, first thing you want to say is, no disrespect, but I'm not ready to see you. I can't handle it. The second thing you're going to say is, if you like to communicate, then we need to find a better way, and it cannot be with electricity.
Don't be turning out my shit, man. We were cooking dinner. Okay, because see, remember, Mel, remember how I would have to have electricians come out over and over? Yeah. Good. Yeah, as long as you're making specific ground rules and Now though, it's very funny because it's like you're making them towards a different type of entity. Whereas, and this was the same thing with me, guys, is that I thought it was, related to a whole different, level of stuff. Today, that my mom was holding a giant.
Well, I can't help you with that.
Okay, Mel, that's you.
I can't help with that one. However, saying that though, with the dreams and everything, because that's like a lot of people think they wipe your memory. They don't wipe your memory. They just put it in a different file in your brain, and they might implant a few dreams here or there. But what you want to do with that is actually say, all right, it's fine that you do that. They're going to do it regardless. So, nothing you could do there really. But what you can say is that if you're going to be visited or anything, don't be so rough and just be kinder, because it's an experience that you freak out about, and some of your memories do come back as dreams, and they could be frightening,
Okay.
like being paralyzed or held down, and
Well, and what's funny, Mel, is what you said about, okay, Orly has amazing art, guys. You have to check it out. It's like absolutely, it's phenomenal. And she was telling me though, a lot of it is from what your dreams and things you've seen, and I'm like, oh my god. I was like, that would be horrifying. I'm so glad they don't let me remember that much, because I'm like, when it comes to that, I wig out. Like, I'm not gonna lie. The one that you pointed out in the one I sent you, Orly, the picture that he commented on in particular. I'm like, oh hell no, hell no, because that was so interestingly. It felt like it was connected to your chakras and your feminine bits and everything else. And it was, dude, when Melvin pointed it out, it's screamed extraterrestrial is all I'm going to say. It really did. And it's just very strange that some of these, why, okay, and Mel, and maybe you can answer this for both, because I'm telling you, why do you think that they all of a sudden at time or decide to start letting people know that they're around them? Like,
oh, it's not that they start letting them know. It's just we become more aware.
Okay, so it's more just that we're more awake.
Yeah, we're more awake. It's not that they're not changing anything or doing anything really different, but it's just you start picking up on the signs. It's kind of like if you hang out with the group of friends long enough, sometimes you adapt some of their personality. Like you said, freaking.
Yeah. I know. I cannot believe that I said freaking earlier instead of fucking.
Unfortunately, though, it doesn't seem to work on me. I don't seem to pick up anyone else's personality.
Something just rattled over there.
Sorry, my stomach just growled, and there is something rattling. Hold on my altar.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Can you do it again? Can you make a noise in my house loud enough for the people on the stream to hear? I heard that, but I don't think they did. That was weak. One, two, three. Can you knock? Do a little dance.
Clap.
Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, now that was typing itself. It can E. Do you see stuff happening when you're asleep? You've been waking up to your body feeling like it's having electricity flowing through it, which is uncomfortable. You can see, and that's Melvin. I told you the same thing. That frequency.
Yes.
I've said the same shit, and it's very weird. And sometimes, I'll have it in one ear and not the other. Or then sometimes, and there. That's very funny because that was something I mentioned with my mentor too years ago. You can hear. See, that's crazy.
And remember what I just said. They don't change, you just become more aware.
Huh. So it's kind of like I'm rejecting to remember the dreams,
Yeah,
whereas she's like, no, I want to know what's going on with me.
it can be because at times we also implant our own dreams because again, it's just so radical that the human mind, or at least in the physical body, the physical mind, it can't. The recording just
Yep.
crashed. Okay, we're back, but oh my gosh.
Okay, guys. So what's up with the extras, the ETs in the house? Damn. Is okay. Could this be the okay? We like the what's it? The lunar eclipse, that full moon, all this energy, all the retrogrades going on, all this bullshit kind of going on at once. Is that are they going to be more active in this type of?
No, that wouldn't really affect them.
That
They're
don't affect them at all. So they come when the fuck they want.
pretty much. I mean, yeah, exactly.
So we don't. There's like you can't sit there and go, okay, it's full moon and
N-
5, 4, 3. You can't really.
No,
No
it's whenever they feel
shit.
like it. If they have a schedule, they're gonna stick to the schedule. It doesn't matter what moon phase it is.
That's funny.
You know, it's like, oh wait, hold up, hold up, hold up. What's this? It's a blue moon. Can't do nothing, guys. Sorry. Come back tomorrow.
There's nothing there. Fudge.
Yeah, no,
That is weird.
they're not gonna
Okay.
do that. So the best thing you can do is just have a heart to heart, make some ground rules,
Right.
and try and understand it a
Cabinet's
little
open?
more. Oh, and the cabinet's open.
The cabinet's open and it has not. And I, what do we say? I looked earlier, it was fine. So in between the time,
It does it when we not look.
the weird noise in the background, like what are you hearing? Now,
She might
you
hear my
can't be
fan.
eating in here while I'm on stream. Go in the room. Bye. Bye, kiddo. Is there a weird noise? Like what? What were you hearing? There shouldn't be a noise. Are you still here, Angie? Thumping? I don't know. I don't. Hmm. No, a pulsing. That's very strange. Okay.
Oh,
To-
I'm sorry. Can I answer?
Toby, be
Audrey real
quiet.
quick? No, they didn't mark you because you're moving. Chances are they probably took some skin samples and stuff like that, and yeah, they, yeah.
Static. Oh my god. Hold on. I'm hearing, and it was very weird. It was like,
Oh, you know what, guys? I forgot. You might actually, because I have headphones on and they cancel noise. You might actually be hearing this my light on the front porch, and it's very loud, and it's been that way for a very long time, and it's like, eh. So if it's something like that, that's
I'm
on my side.
next to me. I'm hearing like, okay, I know this sounds funny, but if you've ever been in the country or lived in a country or like been camping and you've ever, I always like to call it like a mouse, like rattling with paper or something, eating on paper.
Hmm.
To the left of me, I like just clearly heard, and it was that noise. But it was almost like so next to me that you know what I mean. Like I, I would have thought I've seen it. And I want to say one other thing that I've noticed that, and or at least saying, and I almost was confused by this recently myself. I have now I've been getting plenty of sleep, and it's not anything like that. But I have been seeing more shadow, and not like the bad shadow people, like but shadow figures and shit. Lately, the last, and I haven't mentioned it because it's just I'm like, okay, go away. But it's been like for about probably 2 weeks now. I've been seeing them, and even when I was not home and I was out of town, I was seeing them. I just would not say anything because, like, I didn't want to scare anybody that I was around, But, and it's like quick flashes. You too? Okay. That makes me feel so much better. What would that be, Mel? I mean, because they look a lot like shadow figures. Could that be a reptilian?
I'm sorry, I was having some issues. Can you say that again?
I've been seeing, and what I like to call them or think of them as is like shadow figures, but it's like it doesn't feel like a shadow figure. You know what I mean? Like it's
Oh.
and I don't like, and I just wouldn't even mention it because it was, you know what I mean? It was just different, and I just kind of was like, yeah.
Tall?
It's just quick. It's so fast. It's like I can't get a really grasp of how big it is.
That might actually be gray.
Oh God! Don't say that.
I mean, you asked, and I'm gonna tell you. It might be gray. That actually reminds me of what happened to my buddy AP. He wanted to see them, and so they told him, "All right, pull over."
Your friend is not very smart.
Well.
I'm kidding. I'm not brave. That's all.
Well, no, he wasn't brave either. So he pulled the car over and everything. Had his wife, daughter in the car. They were sleeping. It was around midnight, and he happened to stop by this football field, high school football field. He goes there, and he's like, "Well, okay, here I am on the other end of the field." Oh. And all of a sudden, he said that these beings just appeared, and they were tall, they were gray, they were far away. He said, heck no, turned to run away. And as he was running, he felt a hand on his shoulder within seconds.
See.
And then, poof. So.
And that's one thing, and that's very strange, Melvin. Okay, that's one thing that JD and them were talking about the other day, that when Orly would be like, it would almost look like her, and see, like, I've been single so long, there's nobody to tell if my body's doing anything spastic. Yeah. Anyway, that just sounded really weird. But she, like almost like a person that will have. If you've ever seen like a grand mal seizure or something, like their arm will twitch, and like I do that a lot anyway when I'm channeling at times. Like if you've seen me when I was at the Zozo house, like where my shoulders would kind of twitch back, and I'm pushed, like. Fuck off, get away, whatnot. But the way they were describing it was almost like on a much more energetic level, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that actually.
Tall grays would come. See, okay, which grays are those if they're tall?
Orion. Bonnie, I told you several times. She's dealing with Orion
I'm not
grays.
Good at, I get them. This is so sad. I'm so scared of this that it's like I'll go to write it down. I'm like, I don't want to remember this, and that's not the ones though that I told that I could swear I saw looking in my window, right?
No, those were Orion grays. You don't have Zetas, you have Orions. Like
Zetas are short, right?
Usually.
Okay.
Actually, let's ask real quick. I'm pretty sure I remember this. So let's see. Let's talk to Pearl since she's cosmic, and she'll give you the answers real quick. So, Pearl, you here? Okay. So, can you tell us which beings visit Bonnie again, real quick? All right. Was it Orion Grays? What is it? Syrians? Arcturians, reptilians, and it's one more I always forget. Is it Pleiadians?
Pleiadian, isn't it?
Yeah, Pleiadians. Okay, yeah, it's the Pleiadians.
That's the only one I'm okay with because they're kind of cute. Well, they look like humans.
Okay. And
oh my God! I heard. Did y'all hear the thump?
I did not.
There's a thump.
All right, and let's see. Can you tell us what beings are visiting Orly? Orly? Is it Orly or Orlay?
Listen to you getting all French.
Well, I do want to learn French, so
Orly. It's L-E-A. Like
Orly.
That's cute. I like the way you said it. Orlay. You said it all Spanishy.
Orlay.
Oh my
Okay.
god, do that one more time. I need to hear that one more time to make my
What?
listen to her, she's laughing. Do it one more time. I need to hear that one more time. Oh my god.
Ole. Arr.
That just made my night. Like she needs to have that as her like ringtone now, or every time she gets a text.
A fun fact before we figure out what Greys are visiting her, which I know it's Orion's. Angie actually, as I think, as her notification for when I send her a text, she was teaching me a little bit of Slovakian, and it was stekrva, and which translates like to that heifer or something like that. So,
That's great.
so yeah, there you go. Stekrva.
Orly. Like I love it. Like did she see how she pronounced it? Orly.
Orly. All right, got it. Orly.
Strekava. Wait, did I say it right? Stekrava.
Stekrva.
Stekrava.
Yeah, apparently I say it like a serial killer or something.
You do
Stekrva.
sound. Well, listen how you said Orly.
Orly.
Sorry. You should totally do voices. I love it.
You are not the first person. A lot of people have been saying that lately.
I said it better. Woo! Yes, and I'm Texan, dude. The hell, Stekrava. But you do sound kind of like you kind of have that Ted Bundy sound to your voice.
Oh dear.
Just saying.
Well, okay. All right, Pearl, you still with us? Okay. Can you tell us what ETs are visiting Orly? All right. Is it Orion Greys? Oh, you both are. Yeah, I mean, you both are hybrids. I'm 100% certain about that. Oh, yes. Okay, so yes, Orion Greys. Anyone else? Just the Orion Greys, which is what I figured. So yeah, according to Pearl, it's 100% Orion Greys. And thank you, JD. I don't like my voice, but I appreciate other people who like it. So
What was it that somebody had told you before that I crack up at all the time?
that's not helpful, Bonnie.
I think it's great. No, it was something so funny because it had me in tears because like I was like, oh, I didn't know you were either. I didn't even think about it though. It was like, what was it? Like somebody was like, oh, I didn't know you're black, and I'm like,
Oh yes.
You know,
Yeah.
I was like, you know what though, dude, you are kind of like the whitest black guy ever. I mean, like, I live in a town where I'm probably a little more ghetto than you, to be quite honest. Well, I know I am. Like, yeah, you getting drunk is like sipping on coffee. Okay.
Which I don't drink, so more like strawberry lemonade. Only special occasions, though, will I have strawberry lemonade.
Okay, she just said Kirk. Okay, see, it's pronounced. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
And the translation is stick finger through your throat. Okay, hold on. Stick a finger through your throat? That doesn't sound very healthy. But I like it.
Yeah, good luck.
No wonder you're starting to sound like a serial killer, Mel.
Yeah, like
You're hanging out with this chick. She's cool.
There we go.
Don't do that ever again.
I promise I won't.
Okay, now, this is so crazy. Okay, now with Orly, kind of getting back to that real quick. Now, and this is one thing that I remember telling you is that I come from a family where my grandmother had nine actually kids. All of my mom's sisters, well, they were all almost girls except for one. Except for, well, with my grandmother, there was 2 boys and six girls. 7, 8, yeah. And I'm trying to count them all in my head, but everybody except for one aunt, because she's a lesbian. All of my other aunts had like 3 babies at least. My mom, I have one brother that passed away that was stillborn, but like It's, I know that sounds so Handmaid's Tale, but like it was like my family, like, God, gross. Like I know what my freaking place would be if Handmaid's Tale ever came true. Unfortunately, quick, I'm not gonna be one of the rich people. Um, anyway, the when you feel like, okay, Orly's had actual things that she remembers where it's like getting a little physical. You know what I mean? I'm trying to put it nicely, and because that stuff's weird and it's uncomfortable, and like mine would be dreams, but I wouldn't remember if they were really a dream or not. It would be like more me thinking that something in my head, right? And is that them kind of just taking, like, how do you put it nicely? You're so much better worded. I sound so ghetto.
You don't sound ghetto. Oh, hello, Sweet Pea. Okay, bye, Sweet Pea. That's the cat for those who don't know. Um, Basically, I think what you're trying to say is, are they perhaps taking eggs for whatever reason,
Mm-hmm.
and they create a type of, not romantic, but an adult type atmosphere to do it? And the answer to that is yes and possibly no. Part of it could be to try and get you to relax some,
Oh,
and
that would not help me.
well, that's why I said part of it could be, and the other part would be to take eggs, and sometimes they'll have pheromones that they use. They'll bring in another hybrid or something. Like usually, well, for women, it's a real handsome guy. For guys, it's a pretty hot chick.
Listen, read JD.
But
Fucking nerd. Oh
but
my god.
sometimes they do that. However, there are telltale signs when that happens. Sometimes you'll feel, from women anyway, of course, I'm not a woman, so how would I really know? But from what I understand, speaking to several people, you'll feel pinching sometimes. Periods act kind of weird.
Why did you just? I didn't. Ooh, pinching?
Yeah, sometimes you'll feel pinching, which is odd. I mean, it's not like it's super
No, I
painful,
know
but
exactly
it's
what you're talking about.
you'll see needle marks, or usually, and it's actually not, I'm not talking about bruises, but I'm literally talking about needle marks somewhere on your thighs and stuff like that, inner
Mhm.
thigh, just weird little marks that shouldn't be there, and it's like, oh, huh, don't remember
Well,
this.
and you know what I'm talking about. But remember, somebody that was just like, they finally kind of got comfortable enough with what was they were experiencing that they were almost enjoying it to a point,
Yep.
and that happens. Not for me. I'm no. I'm a scaredy cat. I'm not gonna lie when it comes to those guys, because like I know sage, or any other type of thing I burn is not. You know what I mean? Like it's beyond the sage. Um, now, okay, she's on period again, and then Mark. That's interesting about the way she's talked about her period ended. Now, and I've mentioned that with you. I know it's so funny because like there are times that poor Melvin does not want to hear about a lady's period and things like that. But I'll be like, Melvin, oh my god, because I have an IUD. Am I saying that right? I hope, because like I always end up saying it like the bomb. I've said it where people laugh at me. I'm like, oh, yeah. Anyway, I've will have where there's not supposed to be a sign. I had where no type of, even I don't remember I have a period at the point, and then all of a sudden it would start deciding it's going to, do its thing again. And so poor Melvin, unfortunately, has to have like girl talks with me, and I don't know. He is just so sweet about it, because like honestly, most guys would be like, I want to kill you, but he's been helping. Another thing that I remember Orly mentioning, and maybe this will help Melvin. And I don't know why this stands out so specifically, but more, it's almost like she said she felt like there were more than one set of hands on her at a time.
Yeah, that would make sense.
No
So,
way.
what happens is usually there is a representative, because you actually are conscious
Mm-hmm.
when you're wherever.
And Bish just said she's
Uh,
having the same conversation with her mother today. There is very okay. You mentioned earlier today, I think, or yesterday, that it's like funny how odd everybody like that are dealing with this type of sort of thing are just kind of coming together.
yeah, I am telling you, I wouldn't be surprised if somehow you all were related. So
See,
somewhere.
it's so weird. There's who knows. I mean, like, you know what? I'm not to the type of person anymore that I will say, oh, no way, because there are just sometimes the coincidences are just hard to, yeah, connection. There's connection. That's very weird. Ask
Oh,
if you don't mind asking Pearl about Bish, or
yeah, I was just about to say I want to ask about her real quick because I saw her question. I didn't want to forget about
yes.
it. All right, so I hope you don't mind if I call you Leah. I hope that's okay. So, um, Pearl, I do hope you're enjoying all the attention tonight.
And we thank you.
Yes, thank you a lot because again, you're the cosmic one. So, all right. So can we figure out who is visiting Leah? And I'm assuming if you're not allowed to say, you're just not going to say. Yes, you will say. No, you won't. And no, you will not say. Okay. Um, is it more than one being? Oh, really? Just one group? That's simple. It's probably if you're in the states, then it's probably going to be Orion Grays. So, is it Orion Grays? Uh oh. Now this is
What?
different. Okay. Is it
Ooh.
reptilians? Really? Oh, you're a special one then. Um, is it what do they call them?
Pleiadian. Pleiadian.
Pleiadian? Arcturian?
What?
Pleiadian.
Told you.
Arcturian.
What?
I'm doing something to confirm this.
Okay, got you.
Syrian? Arcturian. Dude. Okay, Leia,
Anuka.
let me ask you something. Out of curiosity, how spiritual are you, and do you have like a type of teacher role or something like that?
Andromedans. Oh, Andromedans.
Oh no, it's not Andromedans.
What is the Andromedans? Because, like, that one?
Well, it I'm not even 100% sure they exist because of the guy who originally talked about them, but they're supposed to be from the other our neighboring galaxy. A behavior.
Okay.
Whoa!
What?
Ha! She's a behavior therapist. Works with kids.
Oh, okay. So is that.
Arcturian. Um,
Okay.
and she. Wow. Okay.
And see, that's very funny that, okay, so like Orly and I, there's that intuition, there's the magic, there's the tarot, all those um, on a different level. Um, but you know what? If you think about it, Orly does consults and teaching and so forth. And I don't say it, but you say that I've taught you. If you fuck up, I don't want to take it. I won't say. I'm not going to take responsibility. No, I'm kidding. But so is that something that's
Well, okay. So, they. eh, First of all, I have to say this again. I told this to Bonnie. I'm going to say it to again to you, Leia. Arcturians don't just show up. They don't just hang around people. They just they just don't do it. So chances are you do have grays showing up from time to time doing checkups or whatever. But for Arcturians to show up, that means that you are here for a very special reason, and in your next life, you're probably gonna be a guide of some sort for someone.
I'm really upset that I'm going to have another life, though. I'm just saying.
Well, it happens, I guess. But saying that, because, like, when it comes to Arcturians, from what I'm putting together, usually people connected to them tend to be teachers, or they go through
Yeah.
a lot of stuff. Their lives usually suck. All right, that's just the only way to put
See,
it.
yeah, I think, see, and
But
that's something JD, I think JD, I, see, I don't know if JD's like, okay, because oily definitely more. I mean, I have bits and, like you said, probably a little bit of that hybrid in there, right? But I think I'm not as hybrid. I feel like I'm just more watched, I feel, or kind of, I don't know. How did you explain it? You've helped me with, my brain does not, my brain will deal with fucking ghost all day long. You throw a fucking alien in the mix and I'm needing wine.
basically, you are being watched from a distance, and they're not really interfering. Like they don't. That's the thing. They do not interfere with our lives unless they're not following the rules. But for the most part, they're not supposed to
Um,
interfere, and they watch from a distance, and they will offer some help and uh, what?
yes, my
Okay.
brain is filled with, and he's speaking Aries. It's ADD. His brain. I'm sorry. It's like his brain can, his words come out faster than his fucking hands can type it. Is what's going on there. Um,
Okay. But yeah,
it's so funny. I listen. It really is. It's crazy because I feel like, you know what I mean. Like when I first started noticing JD. Well, I met Hal. Actually, it was through you, really. But when I, or that, it was like I knew that there was something that I would either learn from JD or something. There was a connection there that I guess would help me. And at the time, I was accident, and I teased, and he still knows. I call it accidental magic, chaos magic, whatever. I would not handle my emotions properly, and shit was going fucking wild, right? JD, you remember, um, like, uh, my ex-husband, the boy's dad, got really ill. He's passed away now, and that is something that I was like, oh God, like, did I fuck, you know what I mean? What the hell? Like, and I remember saying things that I normally wouldn't say, and I said them with conviction and meant it when I said it. And I've noticed the same shit happening with JD, and it's very strange. You have to really learn to get a hold of your fucking self in a way, and it's like, I'm a can like, imagine being a Cancer sun and a fucking Aries moon. Like, that's bipolar as fuck. You know what I mean? As you can get. So it's like one, what's it called? Like one extreme to the other, for sure. Um, yeah, you can just, yeah, and it's, you don't mean to hurt anybody, and it's just like your head. If it comes, if you think it and say it out passionately, it can happen. And I feel like people like that might get watched, um, by these beings or whatever, um, because even though that they may have more, like the human DNA or whatnot, they're still, um, develop, like, not okay, spiritual enough that they're not like asleep people. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I love my family, but what was the pill in the Matrix? Like the blue pill, right? The
something
blue
like
pill.
that.
Ha. Um, opposite, really, but that they just didn't want to deal with reality, right?
Yeah. Now it's interesting. You just said something. You know, here's the thing with you, Bonnie, and you're gonna hate hearing it because I keep
Oh God.
telling this to you. But part of your thing is you're still here learning a lesson, and you are being tested repeatedly for a very good reason, because I really think you're going to have a guide type role in
See you
whatever.
next time, JD. He's like a fuck up, just like you know what I mean. And I don't mean fuck up in the worst way,
But
because like
yeah,
I know I'm trying, and so I know with him it's the same thing. It's like, God damn it, he's so passionate, and he is, you know what I mean. And he, the thing is, he's got like the perfect mermaid, you know, on his side that's helping him through it, because otherwise, like, you know what I mean, you get carried away.
yeah,
Yay, be guys
but
together.
the thing is though, I think a lot of times because hybrids and people who are visited by ETs, well, not everyone, but a good portion, they have hard lives. Like I told you about what happened
Yeah.
with my friend AP. I told you that story. It's a tragedy. And the reason
Yes.
for that, though, is because how else can you help someone who's going through the
He
same
can't.
thing, who might not be as strong
That's
as somebody
exactly
like
what my mentor would tell me. He said, "Honey," he said, "you, the best psychics, the best ones, have gone through the most." Exactly his words, and that's very funny you said that.
that. So, unfortunately, there
Yes,
are.
yes, see, Orly, you went through some of the same things that I did, and I never mentioned it because, you know, I'm just like, I didn't want to be part of the. It's not that I don't want to be a part of the Me Too. It's just like I feel like people become so desensitized by emotional and physical abuse, but when you've lived it and you still, like the other day, like there was a chance that my ex was in town, and like part of my brain said run to the door, and I'm like, wait, you've got to get the key in the fucking and then get the door unlocked, and you still, so your time is limited, so your brain, you know, fuck. I feel like Bonnie is with Lilith. Yeah. I have actually. And I'm not gonna lie, of all of them, she probably kind of makes me the most nervous. Because like I will say, she told me to bow down. I'm gonna put it nicely. I'm gonna put it in sweet terms. She told me to bow down, and I did. I obliged quick.
I know I shouldn't say this, and I don't. I mean this more so in a joking manner,
Oh
like
my
not
god, I gotta hear this.
an insulting one. But you know the porn star, right? I mentioned her a few times.
Yes, I do. You're.
Uh,
Oh
I,
my gosh.
I told you that she and I were supposed to have the Jesus baby. Not even joking about that.
She told you that?
Yeah, she and I, we were supposed to get with each other, and we were gonna have the second coming of Jesus baby.
I love. See, you
So,
get some weird ones out there.
but to
Yeah.
make it even better, she always said that she was Lilith reborn, and
Really?
she was kicked out of Eden because she wanted to ride on top of Adam.
Oh. Oh, you know what though? That's part of the thing though. You know what I mean? Because like the way the Bible depicts it is like you're not the side. You know what I mean? Like women are beneath and so forth. If anybody that knows me knows that I have a cross on my rib cage, and it's not a Christian. It's not in a Christian sense. It's a reminder that a very Christian man broke a rib. Um, One of the ribs that supposedly, you know, was given by man to create woman. It was a reminder to don't, number one, not trust religion and love and mix all that bullshit up together. You know what I mean? And only trust that.
That's
Yeah, why should there just be a male god? It's everything. It's both, in my opinion.
yeah. Speak to my guide.
I think absolutely. Yes, JD,
but
I agree.
but yeah, good old Nicole. I hope she's doing okay.
It's like that was, and that was just the one that was supposedly like um got in trouble for talking.
No.
No.
I mean, well, yes, she did, but it's not the one you're thinking of.
Okay.
Yes, this was another type of talking where Secret Service showed up.
Okay. See, now that I'm good. See, I'm a good girl, pretty much. Now, okay. Let me get this out there, since you know I have to ask, because you know I've got a teenager that's all into it. What about this 51 bullshit? What do you have to say about that? I want your input.
What, Area 51?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
My
what?
kid is like literally trying to get me to take him out there to this massacre that's going to end up happening.
Did you not see the little video I posted on that?
No! What?
No, I was just literally talking about just what's happened. That people are talking about rating it, and I'll give some updates on it. But um, I think I do believe that the people who came up with that, it was actually a joke, and folks caught on. It's like, yeah, let's do it. Which, I
Yep.
guess it could be legit since there's so many people signing up for it. Even though I'm pretty sure it started off as a joke.
Well,
Um,
yeah, I'm sure. I think it was a total joke. And the thing
but
is, it's like, number one, why would they even
uh,
still? I don't know.
But saying that, okay, with Area 51, at one point, I think, yeah, they did do some stuff there, but now it's probably just used as a distraction. I don't think it's what people want it to be.
That's what I was just saying. I don't think it is
And
anymore for sure at all. Like it might have been a long time ago.
and I do think that if that many people show up, I mean, if over 700,000 people show up, you can't kill all of them, and you
Oh
can't drop a
no.
bomb on them. So over 700,000 people signed. I know
And,
for
or they'll end up with some horrible disease later.
Yeah,
Like, come on,
so
people. No,
but
I'm. Well,
I almost want them to rate it. I won't be there. I did say, "Hey, Niema, you could go," but I won't
that's
be
terrible.
there. Well,
Oh
she's in Vegas, so I mean, she's not too far from it.
my gosh! Listen to
But
you though. That's great.
but but yeah, if they do show up, then and they raid that place, awesome. More power to them. They're not going to see anything, and they're not going to get very far. And I don't think that many people will show. I think some will show, be stupid, and then leave, and that's about it. But the restaurant that's over there is going to make a butt ton of money.
No, tons of money. Hey, you know what? It just like hit me, and I don't know why. It just kind of like I know that I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but Orly is from Canada. I don't know why that ended
Hey,
up sounding more
fellow
Swedish
Canadian,
than
eh?
anything, huh?
I said fellow
Hey, I
Canadian,
know.
eh?
I sounded Swedish. What the fuck? Um, you're tired. Okay. Would there be a certain? Would that be the same as like the ones that would the Ryan still?
Oh, yes. Okay, so I have. Oh, sweet pea. I have a somewhat of a theory where I think the world is actually divided into weird districts for them to visit, and they might work together every now and then. But for whatever reason, in North America, we have the most sightings of grays and reptilians. Orion grays, I should say, and reptilians.
Uh-huh.
So this is the Americas, North America and South
Okay.
America. So there's still going to be Orion gray. They're the same. If you go, however, to some parts in Europe, they don't know what a gray is. The ETs they
What?
see are more humanoid, and it's like what the heck, like, hey, you look somewhat like me. So they see the Pleiadians and the quote unquote Andromedans and stuff, and well, we get the
Yes. And see,
grays.
you'll have to send. I would send like remember the picture, or and you might be able to remember it just by name. The guy that met his kid.
Oh, I don't want to say his name. I told you about that. Remember?
Mm.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I just won't say his name.
Listen to her. She says, "Thank God we don't have Grace." Is that see? She's like, that's exactly how I feel about it. But yet I'm here. So thanks, Angie. Maybe that's why they chemtrail is so. Ooh, I've never thought about that shit. Don't, man. Like I always notice the chemtrails anyway where we're at. It's always creeps me out because of distinct patterns and stuff. It's like, they're trying to kill us slowly. Oh, the Denny's Area 51. Damn it. So tell me about the original division of aliens. I can sleep with no fear. Listen to you. Like, 'cause she's got the normal ones.
She has the normal ones.
I don't mean it ugly. I just mean we have the ones that are scary, okay?
Well,
Like the ones that they make the movies out of that scare you.
well, that's actually part of the problem. You've seen the movies and they scare you.
Yeah.
So that's the
Yeah.
issue.
And for me, and I don't know, and maybe in see Toronto, I don't know. Where I'm from, where I was raised, and like my ex that I dated for a while and that lived with me, we're both very close to the Branch Davidian compound in Waco. Like it's literally it's less than way less than an hour. It's like 30-45 minutes at most. Like I can be there in 45 minutes on the grounds. Um, and I've talked to other people that are kind of noticed a pattern with people that have these weird religious cults. But it's like kind of in weird, like it might have a city near it, like Waco's a city, but where the Branch Davidian compound is, it's not in Waco. It's out on the outskirts. Because I've gone out there several times. I took plants and stuff for them to plant because they still actually have the church, and so forth. So yeah, I don't know if that's something that anybody else has dealt with. I like my aliens wearing tuxedo t-shirts. That I would feel a little more comfortable if they had that kind of humor. That'd be great. I just feel like mine are like, I don't know, like some, like Laura Lee's art. Like that's how I see it. They're beautiful yet scary as fuck. You know? It's like, which is weird. It's because it's like, they're, when I would look at her art, it's almost, I never thought of it before up until recently, but they looked familiar, and I don't know how to explain that other than they look familiar. Like a cartoon character that I grew up with, if that makes any sense.
I think so.
Not like, okay, I always like, not like Hello Kitty, but like I've seen it before, even though I know I have not seen her art until, meeting her through JD and so forth. Like, it's like I had seen it before. It's like it wasn't off. It's terrifying, but not. It's like in a terrifying in a way that I'm, and I think there's a reason why I'm terrified, because it's like I've seen it before, if that makes sense. And remember when I first met you, Mel, how I would try to go out and talk I'd be out, like try to go out and be outside on the trampoline or whatnot, and I couldn't do it. Remember how terrified I was at night?
Oh yes, I I can't forget that at all. And you're probably going to get more terrified now because I'm pretty sure you're not alone.
All right now?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Um, with the reason they are taking my cells be because. Mm, um. Well, okay. How can I answer that? They don't really take your cells. I mean, they'll take your eggs, but part of it is because you're a hybrid. Part of it also probably is because they have an interest in people who are quote unquote more awake than others. And I would also say that they do checkups on you and seeing how things, well, okay, they're learning about us still, just like how we're still learning about the animals on this planet. And a lot of times they don't tell us what's going on because we wouldn't understand it. Very much like how we get a tiger from the wild and we sedate it and do whatever we can do to save its life and put him back out there. And the tiger is not going to, if somehow the tiger asks, "Hey, what are you doing?" Why are you going to explain it to him? He wouldn't get it. It's a tiger. He wants to cut your head off. He's mad. So
Right.
a lot of times that's what happens there, and people get afraid because they don't know what's happening, and that adds to quite a few bad dreams and stuff like that. Going back to what you were asking, though, yeah, they kind of show up because I think you're a hybrid, and this is just me. I can't prove it, but I think you're a hybrid, and they would show up because of that to do checkups, make sure you're okay. They might even put an implant or two in you, which
That's crazy.
you probably have in you. Um,
That is crazy. You said okay.
and Oh, Bonnie, you have it too, most likely.
Well, we've already, yeah, and my knee's much better now, thank you.
And yeah, you're part gray, but then you're not part gray. When I say hybrid, don't think like 50-50. What that actually means is they
They
splice your
splice.
DNA
Yeah,
and they put some of their cells in there. It's very, very
that is so
minimum.
that is so
So,
creepy sounding. Like, it's like a big what is it, in vitro? It's hard. Ew. A while ago, I noticed, or Elise says, "Come take me." Like, you better like rephrase that, girl. You can have a visit tonight.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, I was laughing.
Yeah, I
I knew
mean,
Orly was an
they
alien. Listen to him.
they take things very literally, so,
And the back of the neck. She said she's had one in the back of the neck.
back in the, yeah,
Oh.
usually it's the neck, the around the leg area and the knee, sometimes in the fingertips, but those are really, 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 really tiny.
Mm.
The elbow, yeah, so it's a few places. I think someone actually had one in their nose and on their eye.
They told me they would. Oh my goodness. So okay, if they do take Orly like that, and like you said, you've had people that they didn't process it very well, and then you've had where they took their partner who, like, so JD could be taken because Orly's being taken. Is that correct too?
Say that again.
You said that they can kind of understand this stuff better. Like, okay, the person that you knew real well,
Hmm.
they can take their partner as well.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, they don't.
And remember, because you were talking about the partner was female, and she didn't
Yeah.
go easily. She went kicking and screaming. They were like, "We're not
Mrs.
taking her."
AP. Yes. What happened was they took him and they were like, "Oh, hey, let's take her because they're partners." And she wasn't having it. Kicked one in the face. They told him, "We will never try and take her again."
Okay, can I try to answer this one? But I'm gonna that Leah asked: do Octarians take humans or hybrids? No, am I right?
Right.
Because they're like way advanced in that.
Yeah, they're
They don't
next
need
level
us. Okay.
dimensional. It.
Yeah. No. Yay! So hey, can I get, like, do I get a cookie?
You get
Yeah.
may, sure.
Well, I did. I wasn't like the Nookie, the cookie, that one. No, God, I'm just like, I'm red, and
Yeah.
I know you're so blushing right now. Listen, he won't be able to talk for a minute. I said Nookie, and he can't.
Okay.
Andrew, you there?
Um.
Oh, I
Or
feel.
or
See,
or Lee, I would say with that, um, they're probably because you don't. If you don't want to do that, you don't have to do that. That's one thing. They can't force you to do something. Someone's being a prick up there, but if you don't want to do the art, you don't have to. And even if they try and say you better do it, they can't. But I would suggest, and they probably want you to do it because it's a message in there. Because the
oh,
one picture that I saw right away,
you gave me chills. You gave me chills when you said there's a message in there. That just gave me just chills.
oh well, hey, um, but the one picture that I pointed out and showed the Bonnie who showed it to you, like that, I swear that is 100% like an ET thing. Like that image is just classic. Like because it's almost like a beam of light is coming down and taking you up, and it's just that I just can't express how much what you were
Mm,
channeling there.
that was,
Uh,
isn't that crazy? See,
and I wish Rose was here so she can actually talk about some of her experiences and floating through the ceiling. That's another thing a lot of people report. It's like I'm going through the ceiling. It's very interesting. But with the art though, like I truly think that your art in particular, because it's very unique and very beautiful, I think it has little messages in it, and I think it will appeal to other folks who are hybrids, and I think it will probably join folks together for whatever reason.
that's interesting. Let's take over the world. That's like a cool cult, though. I could do that.
Yeah, but
Like if I would be anything in the world, I want to like be a cult.
jeez.
I'm kidding. Yes. I. Oh my gosh, you have to check out her artwork. It's so pretty, and it's or there's like a Hello Kitty mermaid thing. Is that's really and like a little the gothy one, like in a nutshell, and like it's so cool. If like if there if like anime, listen to my word. If anime was real, that would be Orly, and that's
Well,
like
it can also be Melinda.
Melinda's. Oh my gosh, let's not go there. That woman is just now. That woman, like the songs are coming to take me away. Haha, that's her. That woman is. Wait, there's this. She's a psychic comedian. Haha.
But Orly, I would definitely present some ground rules because if they're doing that, they're not supposed to, and they're taking advantage. So just really be firm but respectful, and just say, "Hey, I don't mind working with you if you work with me, but there's some things you just can't force on a person." And if you feel in the mood to make some art, go ahead. If you don't do it. And if you're having a dry spell because you said that you haven't done anything for a few months, then hey, it's
That's
natural.
funny. You say the way you said it like that. It reminds me that like okay, you can go months without having any like, and I've had that happen, and it's been nice. Um, I don't think things have amped up again, obviously, with me. But for a couple months there, I didn't have to worry about anything, and I was absolutely nothing was going on at my house at all. And I'm like, wow, it's really quiet here, almost too quiet, but I'm digging it. And then of course, boom,
Yeah.
yeah, like it goes from one extreme to the other, and it's hard to. It's like one. It's like either one way. It's like black or white. Not there's no gray.
Nope. No
Ah,
pun
that was
intended.
not. That was not intended.
And
But damn, I'm good.
I will say this too. Like sometimes, actually, do any of you guys ever get who's being visited? Do you guys ever get sick all of a sudden, like just weird sick, almost like flu-like symptoms?
Shit, you know I did.
Well, I know you do, but I think I figured out why. Because when you said I need a break or whatever, and they went away, didn't you feel better?
Yes,
So
yes, I actually did. It took a while, but it was like, and it was weird though. I didn't. You were like, It was funny how you said, maybe you just need to tell them that you need a break. And I'm like, oh, like it's that easy, and it really worked. I couldn't believe it did because like I'd been. Remember how many times did I go to the doctor? Because I remember I was
oh,
like, "You're going again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm going back to the
it
doctor." I
was
mean,
bad, and
it was like 3 or 4 times over and over, and each time I was getting steroid shots, and because I have asthma anyway,
yeah,
and so it was like, it was nuts. And then after that, like I said, I went how many about 3 months without anything.
yep.
It's like they literally were like, okay, we're gonna let her, you know,
Yeah, so if you're feeling
fucking.
like that, ask them to back off. Like they're not doing it intentionally, but ask them to back off and say, "Hey, I need a break," because it's unfortunately I think it's the radiation, and you're
That's
getting
yeah.
very low radiation sickness. And if you tell them to just back off for a minute, you need to heal and recuperate, they will do it. I mean, because they don't want to actually harm you unless they're one of the rare, real prickish ones, and even then, they are
And
extremely rare. But
see, and it did. It truly worked for me. Doing that, which I was really kind of shocked because you know what I mean. I was like, okay, well, I can try it, and the worst it can do is not, And it was very neat because, like, okay, it gave me time to kind of cool it, and it was very much like, okay, what I was going to say is it a lot like working with the Goretia, the demons and so forth. As long as you have that level of respect, right, with them, um, and like you put down your rules, but then you're respectful. Then it's literally it's not too bad. Like that's That's what's helped me. Like, okay, if this is a thing, then I'm gonna work with them like I would with anything else. You know, I mean, I guess it could be Cthulhu. It could be way worse. But you know what I mean? Getting crazy. But I heard some whisper in the background when Melvin are
Oh,
talking about the radiation. Melvin, on your end,
I don't hear anything, but okay.
of course you. You wouldn't.
Oh wow.
You would.
Yeah, I don't hear anything, so I'm sorry.
No, yeah. Like no, I wish I could turn like you're Mister. I can turn it off. Or was I mumbling? No, no. It's a female voice. Okay, get your pendulum.
Well, hold on.
I want to know. I wonder if it was one of your fucking guides or
Yeah,
some.
I don't hear anything. I'm looking around. I mean, the cat is asleep again, so I don't know.
I was not mumbling. I'm
Okay.
telling you.
Is there anyone here with me? Anyone that isn't a guide? Did one of you just speak? Uh, okay. Speak aloud where Angie heard you. For real? You're not joking? Daisy, was it you? Huh. And to confirm, can you do something the line? Raphael, was it you? Pearl, was it you? Daisy, it was you. I didn't hear you though. Apparently it was Daisy.
Really?
Yeah.
And mumbling. That would make sense because how fast she is.
Yeah. No.
Now I can't hear shit. And now I can't hear shit. That's funny. Just ask them if I'm hearing things or oh, I love it. Love it, love it. That's crazy. That's funny that did possible. I've never seen an alien in my whole life, but I've seen a UFO close in the bright day. It wasn't gray silver, but it was black without any windows. Now, it looked like two wood pins glued together. Now, I'm almost wondering now. When I was little, remember me telling you that I was in my parents' room and it was pitch black, and I was already scared because I had seen the lady that I was talking to that I thought was my mom. Yeah, it was like one of my first experiences that I can remember that just really shook me up. I'm like, I'm talking to a lady that doesn't know she's not even responding. What the fuck is it going on? And I woke up my sister. She sees her, and like I'm the older sister, but I make my sister yell for mom because it's too fucking chicken shit, to be honest. And like, so there it began, right? So I was sleeping in a fucking on a couch at the end of my parents' bed and saw this like outline. It was like the room was pitch black, and I saw this outline, and it looked like a kind of humanish, but it just looked like a silhouette in a way of a human. Though I would say human, I don't know anymore now. But it was just black with the silver outline and then black around it. You know what I mean? And it makes me wonder now if that was an experience of something different at that time, and I just wasn't aware of it.
um,
Because I've never seen, dealt with my guides in that way. You know what I
that
mean?
that's totally possible. I don't know, but it's totally possible.
Goosebumps. Daisy.
Yeah, so I guess
Yeah, that's crazy.
now, actually, that is pretty fun because earlier I asked if she could say something or do something. So who knows?
Oh, that's that's
So
how funny is that?
it's possible that she
You know how she
was.
is.
Yeah.
But you never know with that one. I like your guides are interesting as hell.
Yeah. So you guys can know. My guys, I have three of them, and like now this is gonna sound nuts, but Daisy is a pixie. Um, Raphael is an angel,
Hmm.
and we don't really know what Pearl is, but she's
She's just like it was very weird because it was like I know to get it was very funny how it let me tell you. Okay, so like at the time Melvin was like open as my when it comes to gifts and stuff, he was like as open as my toenail, like nothing. Like he wasn't having it, you know. Closed up, doesn't I don't want to nope, cover my eyes. You know, the blinders like the horses. And like it was very weird because I said something that only would like pique his attention. I was like, "Oh, look at the sparkles; they're so pretty." And I was like, "They're with you," and he's like, "Huh?"
yeah.
And it because like to me, I just thought I was like seeing like fucking glitter. I was like, "What the hell?" You know. That was some, you know, good. Hemp. If in Texas we call it hemp now. I'll have to explain that to you later.
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like, that was some great hemp. And there's a legal thing there that got overlooked. As long as it's hemp, you're good to go. Um. Anyway, like it was crazy though. I saw these sparkles, and every you know that's it. Just kind of that's what got his attention, and he started kind of like, okay, well, I'm gonna see what I can get from it. And it really, I mean, it's been about over a year now, right, Mel? Like,
no,
God,
no, not over
has
a
it
year.
been like a year and a half?
No, it's we did
Huh?
this in December, Bonnie. I mean, before.
No,
Oh
no,
no, because that's when I got the tarot card. I don't think
yeah,
it's been a year yet, but
it
just
seems like
about.
about a year.
Oh wow, yeah,
I think it's been a year.
but freaking sparkles. What the heck, man? How am I gonna go around telling that she saw
Yeah,
sparkles, and I
I
went,
did, but that well, and that see the way it is though. It's that's how they just. That's how it got your attention. That's not
yeah,
what she looked like.
no, no. Well,
I
okay,
thought it did. I was
you're
like, oh no, like you got the sparkly girl,
well.
like
That's
thing.
that's the problem. That's only half of it. So let me tell you the other half. So Bonnie and I, we just really start the chat and just connect, and that's when I gave her the interesting news of you're being visited by aliens,
Yeah.
which she did not want to hear, and for whatever reason, this because you said that you can kind of read people's energy and all that
Yeah.
stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
one of the few times I ever do this because I am not a very photogenic person. I was like, all right, so I showed you a photo of myself, which is actually
Yes.
the one a pretty decent shot, and
Love it. You're so cute.
you saw me a few times and stuff. You're like, huh, that's weird. Why do you always have some lighting on you? And then you're like, oh my gosh, Melvin, you're like covered in sparkles and mess. It was like, what? Like, yeah, you're covered in sparkles or something. Like it's light on you. And I was like, okay. And then later on, that's when we were yapping and we were getting in contact with something. And and then you saw the ball of sparkly light and the Christmas tree and like, woo, pretty.
I know. It was so funny. I
Which
was like a cat, just a
yeah,
mesmerized.
you never saw it before, and you originally said, "Oh my God, it's a celestial angel. I never saw this before. What is this?
It
I've
really, yeah,
only
they
read
had
about."
this galaxy feel. It was like great.
So
I just wanted to reach out and touch it, but I knew I better not.
okay, so now it turns out though, because at first we thought it was Pearl, and from what you were describing, and because I showed you a butt ton of alien photos and stuff, you're like this. It was like this here with the third eye and all that, and it was like Arcturian. Like she's an Arcturian? Holy smokes! But then something you said made me like it confused me because you said like no, this is if Arcturians are the most advanced in our galaxy, she's something beyond that.
Yep.
And that's what threw me off. That's what really
Well,
piqued
because
my
it was like not
curiosity.
name. There was no way I could name it.
Yeah,
Like
well, don't worry.
if
I
there was
can't either.
something like I would consider an actual angel like that, but bigger. It
Yeah.
was really hard. It was like, I can't even, like I've seen, like when I've gone in houses and had to explain to people, I'm like, okay, so you've got like this big cloud that's got tentacles hanging down and it's sucking up your energy. And like people are like, what? I'm like, actually, Joe, it's your Uncle Joe. It's like, you have to, if you freak them out too bad, it's like too much.
Yeah.
But I will see things that, it's literally, they're just, that's how they'll show themselves to me, is like this cloud of fucking dark energy that's, sucks up people's energy. They're horrible. And I've only seen that a couple of times.
Well, thank gosh.
Luckily. Not with you, you're lucky.
Oh, yeah, I'm cool.
But, no, those things are not good, actually, at all. I've had one person that I was actually trying to help get their energy, like, literally, I could hear it, and I was shocked because she turned around because it hissed at her from outside my house. But I have wards, and not the Wiccan type wards, but I have because like my family, we've got, our DNA is definitely a lot of Scandinavian, and so I have a lot of North, a lot of runes and stuff that and staves and shit on my doors, on my windows and stuff. I just felt a cool breeze when I said that. Protecting anything that enters this house, and kind of trying just to back off whatever you don't want to happen. Right, the clearing changes occur when we pay attention to something. I hear you. That's exactly interesting when she said that. But I was looking and telling her what I saw around her, and I had seen it as a kid. It was like this big black ball of yuck, right? And from the outside, I heard, and I'm like, and I did not want to react, because if I knew, I've learned, the more I've done this, working with the paranormal stuff, especially if you're going through a person's house or if you're dealing with them in person, if you react with like, oh my fucking God, like, listen to what just hissed at you, it's going to tend to like make them shit themselves, and you just don't want that. You're trying to help them, not make matters worse by scaring the fuck out of them. And she turned her head though, and I knew she heard it without me making a face. I said, you heard that? And just like she said, and she barely shook her head, and I could tell that, like the way she was trying to process it mentally, and it was very, very freaking hard for her. And I said, it's okay. I said, you're all right. I said, it can't come in here. That's why it's angry, and it knows that I'm trying to help it. Rid it. It was very weird. So whatever I had was very good at working against whatever was attached to her, which was just. There was like a lot of sexual type abuse with this person as a kid, and it followed her as this dark black, like the whole. It went through the kids in the family. It was bad. This thing was horrid, and it would make one family member. I guess you can't say it wouldn't make them. A person does have to be receptive to. You're not going to get possessed if you're not receptive to it. You know what I mean? In my opinion. That's my take. But it would, I guess it would get, how would you say, it would motivate them to do these things to these children. And so these kids were left with this big nasty energy around them. And it really took to the youngest kid, right? And hearing it growl from the outside, I was proud of how well I maintained my face that day, because it was like, oh my God, I am totally wearing my poker face, because that was very intimidating. And when her head turned, I'm like, oh, I was so excited, number one, that she heard it though too, and I'm like, I love it when I can have proof I'm not completely insane. Yeah, it's crazy. You have to go. And your day, as I'm not sure what time it is. There.
It's like 7 or 8 a.m.
Well, have a good morning then.
Yeah, it's yeah.
But no.
Oh, yeah, it's about 7 or 8. Yeah.
Listen to you.
So,
all European and shit.
oh well, but that's freaking scary,
Mm.
and I am very happy I don't have that. No, I just have, I don't know, a prankster, an angel, and
You do.
whatever Pearl is. So,
You have yours are neat. See, like that's why, and we'll have to definitely like. I think if Orly and Jody would be willing to do all this like together, that way we can hear more of her experiences because she's had some crazy intense shit go on that it's like, you know what I mean? Like, number one, I knew I was a weirdo, but it's always nice to have somebody that can understand your weirdness a little bit. And it's like, okay, well, at least I'm not going to be sitting in the loony bin all alone.
yeah.
Bye, bitch. Have a good one. Oh, but you're telling everybody, hello, dum dum. I had to talk to I'm talking to myself for a minute. Hold on. Everybody's telling, yeah, Angie, bye. Hello. Sorry, guys. This has been a weird week, but I'm so glad that, like, from what my understanding of, because I've been reading into this last fucking moon for days now, T-minus 4 days, we should be kind of like on an upward swing again. So anybody that's been hit hard by the shit,
Yeah, my
it's going to
pinky
be
toe.
much better. You're...
Dude, that's like the worst.
It does hurt.
Part
No, that is the worst. Hold on. It's almost like it's that and paper cuts. Oh my God. I don't like paper cuts. I remember, if you ever watched the show Jackass, where he paper cutted the corners of his mouth. Oh,
No, I should not be surprised that you watched that show.
what? No. Well, why would I did.
Yeah, you can't deny it. I mean, yeah, it's nothing wrong
with it. Is there something wrong with that?
It's something wrong with it. It's just I shouldn't be surprised. Yeah,
no, I love seeing the stupid people do stupid things.
You see, and I'm over
Steve-O, listen. Yes, it was Steve-O, and it was, I don't know why, but it just, that is like, I don't know, that pain. Like, I could feel it. Number one, it's like I'll pick up, like, if I'm sitting too close to a person, I can pick up their fucking stomach ache. That's not cool. So, you're watching this on TV, and you can literally, if you felt the paper cut, it's already there. You know what you're feeling. It's awful. You saw that one, Alicia? I'm telling you, dude. He paper cut at the inside of his mouth, the corners of his mouth, and so like you open up your hand real big and wide, Melvin, and you know the webbing of your hands. He paper cut it in there. Oh. And why? I don't. Well, because I probably got paid big bucks, but I don't know the opinion of the paper cut myself. I'm serious.
I mean, okay, let's start bidding at $50,000.
You would do it?
No, I would not do it. You cannot pay me to harm myself for no real reason, unless you're starting at the moon. Then
Oh, so you're gonna ask like a lot of money?
Oh yeah.
Now I do some stupid shit for money, but like not paper. Like I'm certain. Most probably no. I probably wouldn't do any bug like laying because remember what was the other show, Fear Factor?
Ugh.
Like I've seen them lay people in like these like plexiglass boxes of bugs.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Fuck that shit, man. No. Nope.
Yeah, no.
And paper cut anywhere hurts bad. Yeah, like
they brought.
Why is it only the pinky toe that ever seems to get stubbed? Have you ever stubbed your big toe? Because I haven't.
Not really. No, it's always the pinky. It's like I swear I can't.
Is that just like fucking like? Is it there for no fucking use, just other than stub it?
I think so. It's just to remind you that hey, you have a useless piece of meat here.
I mean, like, does it really help with balance? Like, are you gonna like wobble over if you don't have
know.
it?
And then the worst part is, I'm trying to figure out how I hit it on the corner of a giant wall, and it's like, wait a second now. So,
let me tell you.
So,
hey, Orly, if you're still in, I was wondering, did you read? And I don't know why this. Did you read it or anything like that in an early age? Because I was telling somebody the other day, like. Because my mom, like, that was the one thing that I remember my mom was like, I was reading it too. Now, let me explain. Now, she would read to me, and that's why, it's important. Yes, it's very important to read to your children, yada, yada. But my mother would read, and I would watch her read, and it's like I would pick up, I would watch the words, how she'd point, and everything, and I picked it up immediately. Like, so I was doing it. And she said one day she was reading this book to me, and I just finished reading it to her, and she's like, So I was wondering if there's anything with that. I mean, do you know, like, the people that you've met, is there an educational, like, I'm pretty sure you don't get a bunch of dum-dums.
Bunch of dum-dums.
Hmm?
I don't know, I was laughing. A bunch of dum-dums.
Do you notice a lot of dum-dums that happen to be watched by these guys?
I'm trying to think, and I'm really trying
okay,
to...
no, wait, not counting the crazies. The ones that are
I'm not counting the crazy
they're...
folks, but you know what? I can't...
I love how honest you are.
I don't know. I'm not... I can't think of... Well, yeah, I only know of one person whose name I won't say, and AP always said, and I agree with him, he's too stupid to make any of it up. He's the only person, but that's also a special circumstance.
Okay, that's interesting. Okay, I was just wondering because, it's like there's gifts or something different about, like, you know what I mean? It's not like, okay, worship this person because they're so special, but if there is something, yeah, okay, so many different, there's something that, like, okay, with Orly, obviously her art, there's something that you can't help but look at it. It's very interesting and intriguing, and it lures you in, right? It does. So that's probably why they would. I can see, like, if I was something like that, that's what I would use. I'm like, okay,
Bonnie,
she's got good art. This person makes good music.
Yeah, I was about to ask you, out of curiosity, are you any good at any of the arts? Like, you probably are, but you haven't done it in a while.
I would write. I used to do. Well, mine was pop art, and I don't like pop art. I always wanted to be able to. I lived Van Gogh. Like Starry Night. I know the whole fucking thing behind Starry Night. It was done from his fucking psych ward window. You know what I mean? He's looking out the window at this the tree and the swirl, in his mind, that's how he's seeing everything at that moment, right? And so, like, a fucking soda can is not the same. It was like, I could do a really cool pop art soda can, but it's still a soda can,
Well, no,
I was good at writing, poetry. My thing was in, like, theater. Everybody's like, oh, we want her to be an actress, like, because when I was 4, I was Little Miss Minnie Freestone County. It sounds so funny, but my mom said I walked across the stage and I started blowing kisses, and like I did back at the day, like anybody that was Charlie's Angels, it was like a Farrah Fawcett wave and smile, yay, like, hey, look at, and it was like the way she just, like, I knew how to. I don't know how my mom, like, she put it, like, yeah, you knew how to draw people in, and it was like, as a little bitty kid, though, you know what I mean? Like,
I can see that you have that personality. I could totally see that. And what I was getting at was hybrids, or people who are being watched.
I was good
at
dance.
People who are being watched and everything. They tend to be really good with the art. So a lot of musicians, for instance, they tend to be hybrids, especially if you actually look at the lyrics to their songs and stuff.
I like, okay, I will write. See, that's more my thing, is the lyrics, the emotional part of the song. Like, the clarinet hated me, and I hated it. I am learning. Like I told you, I'm not great, but I can learn. Like, I can do a little punk rock on the guitar now.
Nice.
It's not, well, punk rock. Let's just say it doesn't take skill, to be honest. Let's just be there. I'm gonna be honest. Like, it's not like technical death metal, right? But I'm learning. I was good at dance, really good at dance. I loved ballet. And what's funny is, like, I could do fucking ballet, and I can't, like, walk a straight line. not sober even. So
Yeah, but
if that makes so, it's very weird. It was
that's interesting though. But yeah, I'm telling you, pay attention to this. I'm probably will give you a list of names and stuff, and you're gonna see a certain look
uh-huh.
in all of their faces, and you're gonna get back to me and say, "I see it," and all of them are gonna be in the arts, and I
That's
think
very weird. Yeah.
you kind of have that look as well. So this or I almost
Oh, I
said
think Orly.
Orlay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I want to call
Orlay,
you Orlay
Orlay.
so badly, but Orly, almost her.
What is that? Hold on. What was the alien that you named? How did that reminds?
Hello, I am Bob. I
Hold
am
on.
Bob the
What?
alien. Yeah,
Oh
Bob
my god. Yes.
the Mexican alien
Hold.
who
Now
likes feet.
Orlay needs to got to be your wife.
Hello, Orly. I like your feet. I
Your
want to
feet.
touch
Ew.
them. I am Bob. Yes.
Oh my god.
Arr.
That is too funny. No, I'm telling you, there are yes. When you send her, like, I'm interested. I like you need to do a check mark thing. Like, I'm telling you, because there is a look. Everybody that when you helped me, I was like, okay, all right, that makes sense. It's like they're pretty people, and it's very funny. Okay, like with my oldest son, he always said, and this is funny because he always said that. What's her name? That was, and I love the movie. Kill Bill. What? Uma Thurman. My son thinks she's so pretty, but it's not a regular kind of pretty. It's not your every. You know what I mean? It's not like your everyday pretty. It's a totally different. And I like it. It's an exotic or unique
Yeah,
pretty.
it's some type of
very
attraction there, but it's not like, well, I'll just put it in guy terms. It's not like you just want to go out and have intercourse with her. You know, it's not like that.
Right, but there's something that draws you in.
Yeah, Meryl Streep has that look as well, especially when she
Yeah,
was younger.
you're right.
Um,
Oh yeah, she was just well. She's still pretty. Are you
yeah.
kidding? What about Cher then? I'm just gonna go there.
Well, before the plastic surgery,
Shut up.
I like
Shut
Cher
up.
actually, though. I really do like Cher. I
I
have
do.
no issues
I
with
do.
her. But let's be honest, before the plastic surgery,
Yeah, she was. I don't know. Do you remember? Like, okay, I don't remember it, but like I remember. You can look it up on the internet still. But it's what's the song where she's? It's the fucking. She's doing. It's that tribal beat. Cher is it? I can't remember which fucking Indian it was. God, the song was. Dun, 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 dun. Oh God. Does anybody help me here? My ex's mom used to say that you look like Cher. There you go, because you have the big eyes and everything. I'm telling you, there's, you know, I know it's funny, but like for me, the giveaway with my is like the eyes are always unique, leaf shaped and big, almost always. And I remember, and I don't know if Orly went through this, but as a kid, I was very insecure, and I had a squinting. This is your little laugh. I used to squint all the time because I was so self-conscious over it that I would literally squint. The songs from Jaws. Oh God! Now that stupid shark song, Baby Shark's gonna be. Damn. Sorry. There's my ADD, but yeah. Thanks, Dead Possum. There's that Baby Shark in my head now. No, it's very strange because it's like I remember I would squint hardcore because I didn't want people like going, "Oh my God, you got big eyes." I'm like, yeah, because it made me feel like a weirdo. Yes, kids said I look okay. Thank you. I feel so much. Is that not? It was awful because you didn't want anybody to draw more attention to it. And then, of course, like the older you got, it's like, oh, they're so pretty. And you're like, no, they're not. Because, you've been tormented because of it for so long that your brain was already taught that was not pretty. But now I see it actually as, hey, that's actually more attractive because not everybody has that. And maybe it's something I guess I feel like familiar or more that connection with. That's crazy though. I love that you can understand that. The big eye factor there. I love that. And it's most of them are like a unique color. Even with the brown-eyed people that I've seen, they have a different type of brown eye. It's very most of them though have colored eyes, but the brown eyes I've seen, it's not like just your browns. Love it. See, you know what's funny? I would do everything I could. I remember I would even wear brown contacts. I would do everything I could to make my eyes just look as normal as most people as I could. Mm. And you know what else? The full lips. You got. I'm not even going to go out there and say what. Okay, you know what you know what I'm hinting at, Mel, right?
I do not.
With the full lips, okay. Really?
Again,
You are
king of
not that
obliviousness.
You are not that innocent. Oh my God, for real? You're kidding.
I don't know.
Dick suck lips?
What?
Oh.
I don't even know. What? Say what?
You've not heard of DSL?
No. Well, the internet. But other than that, no.
No. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm gonna have. Okay. We're gonna have to put a porn party together for Melvin.
I'm so confused, and you sound so much
It's
like a
something
teenager
about
right
big
now.
lips, okay? I feel like I can't teach you these things alone. My brother has a brown eye, and the other actually. Oh my God! Like the lead alien of all, David Bowie had that. What is that? There's that. It's a genetic.
I can't
where they have
pronounce.
one.
I can't pronounce the
Yeah.
name of it, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Isn't DSL means. Yes, thank you. I know. I love that because it was. Yeah, he had one eye that was. I don't know. I can't remember the colors, but he had. And I'm telling you, I think he was total alien, in my opinion. Or I don't know. I like Bowie though. I'm sorry.
His last music video, it was something. So yeah.
You agree?
Oh, 100%. David Bowie, Prince, Michael Jackson, The Temptations, all of them. Marvin Gaye.
Listen to you. Hello. Yes. He got. But like the fuller lips, there's a specific things about people's face that it's very weird. It's like people that were probably as kids were more teased. That one picture where you said the person met his kid, I remember that picture was very unique. It's in itself, and I know you'll get with Orly on those, but it's just crazy though, because it's like, oh my God, like I can totally relate to this kid. I just want to hug them because I know that they were probably just, you know what I mean, tormented. I was hit in the face. Oh my goodness. See, I had a kid hit me once, a boy, and I was like in 5th grade. It was very weird. He threw, and it was weird. I was lucky I didn't have any damage from it. It stayed dilated. Oh, Bowie was not you. Did you have a singer? I'm wondering because it's funny how everybody I know, it's like certain. I like the Doors though too. I don't know. Maybe Jim Morrison was just high all the time, but he was pretty interesting. I'm trying to think. There's a lot of fucking artists, and like I just wish. Okay, I wish I could have either played an instrument or like been better at art like or you know.
Well,
I was like, man, I'm stuck with. Like dancing's okay, but it doesn't.
no,
It's not
but,
something that
you know. Don't see it that way. You're learning how to play an instrument
Yes, I
now.
am.
And if
Yeah.
anyone can, and Bob Ross taught me this, and I believe him.
Oh,
anyone,
he's got what? Okay, Hopkins.
anyone
Like a rock
can,
something.
Anyone can learn how to do art and all that. It takes a while, but everyone can.
Oh
do
no,
it.
I can't. No, like
You
there's
can.
proportions, and like I've had somebody try to like literally just like draw a circle and like actually try to map it out. And like here's how you proportion it. I'm like, and then they're like, oh, you really still fucked that up. I'm like, yeah, I told you I would.
That's very much like me. But still, though, even though it might not be quote unquote classical or whatever, it's still your art. And that's what makes it so unique and beautiful, because no one else will ever be able to do what you're
Right.
doing. They might see it as a mess up, but you can
Well, and
see
it's
something.
funny. I can watch other, dancers. There's some dancers that are so fucking phenomenal out there that it's just like they're not even touching the fucking floor. You know what I mean? And I guess like there's, and maybe that's part of just a kid that's been bullied and stuff, that you're gonna self-critic. You're gonna be your own worst critic. Um, Whatever. It's just very weird.
Yeah, I mean, it's understandable though. And you know what I just noticed?
Huh?
Okay, so we were talking about the alien thing and all that. No one actually asked if I had any experiences.
Isn't that funny?
I mean, it's like they already knew the answer. No, but still, huh?
I wonder why they were so mean to David. Well, hello. Look at. I mean, he was
He
so
was
different.
different.
But that's, well, very interesting though. She points that out. That's very. They threw a rock. He was fucking bullied, and look at how fucking talented. It's like, oh, hold on. What's the other one? It was Freddie Mercury. Um, Maybe he was just very talented. I don't know, but Freddie Mercury stands out too.
Now,
Um,
now I do want to ask, because I don't know about their life stories or anything, but
Calm Control to Major Tom. Oh hell no, it's in my head.
did they both
Yes.
have like just hard lives coming up?
Who?
Mercury and David Bowie.
I know that I think Freddie Mercury. Yeah, Mercury. He was I mean, he was beyond taunted
Yeah.
and teased, and oh, I don't like. As an empath, I have a hard time watching his story.
Okay.
To be honest, and there's several ones. Everybody's always like, and I've told you this before, and you're always like, that's so weird. But like, okay, I can't watch many crime documentaries with fucking what's his name? God, you know who I'm talking about. Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh, yeah.
But now Ted Bundy, he's horrible, evil, bad, yucky person. There are certain ones though that my heart just kind of. There was a lot of sadness in there. You know what I mean? I can feel it, and you can look and you can see it, and you can just. It's awful, and it's like you have to. When you're like that, and you can see like with Orly, she can put it out into her art. She picks up those feelings and she can put it in art. With Bish, she actually goes and wants to help these people, which is scary. But like, okay, that being said, where do I work?
Yeah.
I
How
work at
interesting is that? You're right.
I work at. I mean, to those that don't know, I work at a mental institution, basically fucking nut house. I was like, oh well, that's a nice way of putting it. I'm not gonna say it the way some of my coworkers put it, but these people are very mentally ill, and like today, because I've been hit so hard with the fucking retrogrades and all that shit. One of the sweetest ones that I love out there so much. Hi Bonnie, and comes and wants to, and I'm like, he doesn't realize that you're in a bad mood. Do not, do not let your attitude rub off on him. So like, I had to fucking pull back. Oh, thank you, Orly, because telling you, man.
You see,
I'm telling you guys, it's nice to have things in common with people, and it's so funny that the places that you'll meet them. Because you kind of feel like a fucking weirdo stranger. Like, okay, I with myself, I finally, and even my birth, like one of my natal charts even says it, that I let it all hang out. And I think the way they put that's too funny, but I finally kind of gave up trying to give a fuck about what everybody thought about me or how they perceived me. And I was just going to be my own kind of weird and wear it proud. I wasn't going to hide who I was anymore. And I live in a town that is not okay with this. Okay, not okay at all. Like, okay. Let's split it. Okay, we had the what are they called? Jehovah's Witnesses come once when we lived here. Okay, and it was very interesting, and I kind of got tickled because they gave my kid a paper, and I turned around and they realized, oh, this is that kid's mom. That's, scary, scary mom. And he goes, Mom, they invited us to our party. It's like, I don't think we're still invited, kid. After, it's like once they realize, it's like, oh, huh. I could tell they wanted to totally snatch that invitation back up. And I had to explain to him about all of that. Yeah, it was, oh, God. I started watching it. I started waking up. Oh wow, thank you. I'm glad. Honestly, I had no idea, and I'm glad that because there are, like I've said on Life Sci-Fi, I said it. I feel like everybody is born open. We're told to close. My youngest, and I get tickled. He's enough to where he's actually a carded Choctaw Indian, right? Now he gets really scaredy cat, which is so funny because he is. My coworker calls him the whole Texas thing. He calls him I have 3 boys, and he's kind of like the Matthew McConaughey. The hey man, what's up? He's chill. He's fucking chill as hell. And he's not gonna I'll get along with everybody. I'm not gonna be mean, but I don't think I want to fuck with that shit. He's got that attitude. And I remember when he was 6, and it was like President's Day, and they were all doing it was like with Abraham Lincoln. They were all drawing pictures, and let me tell you, now this is cool, Orly. My son is good at art, and let me tell you, he's just turned 10. And the kid's good. He can it doesn't look like stick figures. Like he had, a couple of times he's drawn this game that's like a horror game, and I thought I was gonna get called into into the I thought I was gonna get your kid is mentally ill type thing. I'm you need to just come hang out at our house and then we'll be okay. No, but anyway, he drew. It was President's Day, and they gave them all a thing and told them to draw Abraham Lincoln. Right? What do you expect a 6-year-old to draw? Right, Mel?
Well, you kind of the hat, the beard, and a tall guy or something.
Yeah, not my kid, not mine. You look at hat, beard, hat, beard, hat, beard, hat, beard, hat, beard, hat. No beard. It's like, oh fuck. I looked, I was like, that's my boy. I knew it with that before I looked, right? And I said, Christopher, I'm why'd you have to be the weirdo, man? This is already hard enough living in this town. Anyway, so why do you, but I don't want to, I don't want to tell him to cover up his weird, because I was made to do that, and it didn't work for me. And so I said, well, why did you draw him without a beard? He goes, and he said it it flowed out of him it was like that. I know, it was just matter of fact. He said, I liked him better before he had a beard. I said, okay. And dude, talk about my stomach turn. I tried, I'm trying to hold my poker face because my kid kind of creeped me out. He remembered something. And yeah. Now it was so scary because here's this kid that matter of factly remembered I liked him better before he had one.
Yeah, you don't just say that. No,
not at 6 years old. You're taught the fucking Abraham Lincoln. They teach you about. Hello, I know because they teach you about a certain version.
Kind of rebelled against that. I was like, he did not free the slaves. It was just the way the.
All right, exactly. Oh, I know. I remember me and you talking about it. It was a really cool conversation. But that's what's funny, though, because what do they teach? You know what they teach. And so when my kid said this so fucking matter-of-factly, it blew my mind. And then, around the same year, and because I never did want him to close, because I thought because the Native American in him, he would probably stay open, which was not true. He's just a scaredy cat. He chose to close himself a lot. In some ways, but he told me one day, he goes, I remember that time I was not an alien, listen, I remember that time I was an Indian before, and now, listen to how, this sounds so, and I am not the type, I don't um, what is it called? When you ah, when you put a person, you classify. What is that fucking word? Um, I try not to put a person in one box. Like, oh, Indians lived all in teepees.
Oh, you don't
But
generalize.
yeah, oh, and I don't know why, but he goes. I remember the time I was in India before I lived, and I'm thinking the word's going to be teepee. He goes, I lived in a hut. I said, a hut. What do you mean? And so my hello, what do we do nowadays? We have Google at our fingertips always. I was like, Indian hut. I typed in literally Indian hut, and all these different pictures. I was like, okay. I said, breathe, Bonnie. I talked to him. It's like, because all right, I'm gonna let him tell me about this previous life that he's remembering, evidently. I said, well, which one? And he like points, boom. I said, oh, that's a nice one. It was like I tried so hard to like make it so normal, but I probably was really high pitched, and Mommy's nervous. Like, why is she? Like, I hope I didn't make him close, but he did. He has said a couple of things since then that he told me one day that he doesn't like. He says Toby's daddy, because my youngest has a different dad. He goes, my Toby's daddy doesn't like it when we fight. And I'm like, and Melvin, Toby's daddy passed away.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, okay, well then y'all need to stop fighting, because like I don't know what to say, because he's not the type. If he makes something up, he's gonna, with Christopher, he's very funny, he's very forward. When he's making something up, he's coming at you with a smile, because he can't he has no poker face. He can't hide that shit. He's like, oh man, like, listen to this story I'm fixing to tell you. Like, I'm hoping you believe this shit, because like he's so proud of what he's come up with in his head. It's absolutely adorable. And it's you can see that he's lying. Like, he's so easy. Toby, on the other hand, which unfortunately is me, made over 100%, he can think something and I'll feel it. It's like, I've told him before, I said, don't you hate me. Don't you dare hate me. I'm your mother. And he'll look at me as, God, I can't stand you as a mom sometimes. Because because there's that connection so real. And but I can feel it through with him. Now my oldest, he's his dad made over. And it was just weird. It's like he can hold things in and like not go through and talk about his emotions for days. And I'm like, where the fuck did you come from? Because like he can literally hold all that in, and like the rest, and maybe that's just, he's Gemini, and the rest of the house is Cancer. It's like everybody else in the house is fucking crazy and emotional. It's nuts sometimes. But Christopher's like I can't remember. I can't remember if this is, he's super Cancer is what his is, because like I'm like, dude, like, I'm telling you to quit crying. Like, this is bad. Like, it's like, why are you so upset? He can't watch certain like, we don't let him watch it. I can't let him watch anime because like anime has a lot of flashbacks, and flashbacks upset him terribly because they're traumatic to him. They make him sad, and he can feel it, and it's insane. And Mel was going, ooh, I needed to watch a new anime.
No, I did not say that, but
No, is there, hey, like, by the way, is there a good one? Because, like, I'm needing one again, and I don't want to. I had one of those stupid memories that come up on Facebook that I'd watched and I guess it was like 2 years ago, I finally watched Death Note, and I loved it. Not the movie, the fucking anime. Because my son was like, don't watch, well, yeah, go ahead and watch the movie since you've watched the anime, but don't watch the movie. It's horrible. He was so angry with it. And I agreed. Now, what's his name was really good as a fucking demon, but the rest of it was shit. It was hard to watch.
Let's see. I suppose you could try out Berserk. Even though, okay.
Ooh.
Now, here's the thing. This is kind of weird because it originally came out in the 80s.
Yes.
So you can watch
the what?
Berserk. So you can watch it.
Okay.
Yeah, you could watch the original one. It came out in the 80s, which is fine.
Yeah.
Then they remade it into 3 movies because it's been 20 years since anything.
Jeez, man.
And they're a retelling, which those are really, really, really good. And they have a
See, I've
twist in them.
seen. Yeah.
And then they have a TV
So
show,
they've
which
redone it
is
how many
whatever.
times?
Oh, it's just they only redid it one time, but
Okay.
it's just a retelling. So, but there are 3 movies that retell the original series, and then they finally made a follow-up series, which
Okay.
is whatever as far as I'm concerned. But
See, I've done Death Note. There's one called Dot. God, it's like a high school with
Dot
this killer
Hack.
teddy bears all over. I don't.
Oh, I know which one
You know
that
what
is.
I'm. Dot.
It's based Danganronpa or something. It's based off of a game.
Yes, Danganronpa. I love that one. I don't know why, but I want the fucking teddy bear, man. I'm not gonna lie. I want that teddy
All right, I
bear.
know what to get you for Christmas.
And that one's great.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one is good. High
yay.
school.
No, they were supposed to done that, like come up with this like a 2-part or like a I guess what was it, a second season or whatever, and they didn't. I was really upset. Um, what's the one where the girl, the eye? I'm sorry, like
The
my
girl
brain's like
in the eye.
well, like she's blind. I can't remember if she's blind or if like she's My son would be like, "Oh, mom!" I'm like, I've seen Death Note. I've seen one of my favorite. Well, my cat's Kuro, named after help me here.
Oh,
They're
Blue Exorcist.
all deep. Yes, Blue Exorcist. And hold on, this is the great part. My kid was young. He was just learning anime and or manga. He was just learning, really getting into it. And so, like, he didn't realize the words, like what all they meant. And I had a friend that's Japanese and laughed. And it's like, "Ha! He named your cat Black, and my cat's orange." Kuro. So yeah. So that that's the Kuro in that series, Blue Exorcist. The name actually meant black. That's all it meant, was black, and we fucked up pretty bad.
Well, I think it's kind of cool though. It's different.
It's cute. Oh, absolutely. Well, you know what though? Honestly, it fits my baby. I love my Kuro so much, and he may be orange, but Kuro is perfect for him. And of course, Lucifer is my black cat, and he actually is my sweet boy. It's but okay. Now that's a weird coincidence.
What?
Orly actually, remember how remember that Lucifer had a twin or a brother that was black as well. So I had 2 black cats, right?
Mm-hmm.
They came as a pair.
Okay.
Orly, didn't you have 2? Like 2 black cats. Like one of mine died. One of mine, like we actually had to put him to sleep. Because he had that. Oh, it was like a respiratory disease or something.
Was it parvo?
Well, it was similar, but it was like a kitty bird. Like there was can't remember the name of it. Toby might remember it.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear that though.
Oh, it broke my. Because Lucifer's sweet, but Nosferatu, he was named after the vampire movie. Yeah. Nosferatu. He was actually, he'd just sit and lay his head on you and purr constantly. Yeah. And so Lucifer was named Lucifer for a reason. He was more the cat that was like, "Don't you knock that over." Bam, and knock it over anyway. And once his brother passed away, he did soften up a bit, which was weird because like he got a better attitude, I guess. It was like he almost pulled that part of his brother into him. It was he mourned. But I had 2 black cats, and Orly has 2 black cats. So I thought that's a very weird, just coincidence. But it's strange that how often do people get black cats in pairs? I found mine at a church too on Halloween, which was even crazier. So.
Oh wow. Yes.
Oh, my kids were cracking up because like people that was like there was this church having a function, and I was waiting outside, of course, for my kids to come because I wasn't, I was just like, I don't want to go in there. It's just too awkward for everybody involved. I'll wait for them to come out to me, my kids, right? And there's these poor two kittens that are being tortured by all these kids, and parents are like, "Don't touch those," and like there were some horrible, like, you know what I mean? Like they were just being treated terribly because there were black cats on fucking Halloween. I guess it could have been worse. You know, they could have been picked up. You know, but you know, we live in Bible Belt, so I guess it's don't have to worry about anything too creepy. But it was very weird, because generic, you know, most of the time people don't pick up black cats in pairs that I've ever
No,
noticed.
that's pretty rare. And then for me, Sweet Pea just showed up one day.
Yeah, now that's weird. And she claimed, what I like is that she claimed you. I do believe that we have familiars or things that will help us, because I have pictures freaking of Kuro. Now he's the orange one, but he loves scrying. He loves my scrying mirror, man. And I can't, like, I have pictures of him sleeping on the fucking Ouija boards. And I think there is something connected to like the heat and the or the energy on something like a Ouija board or anything, because like, okay, I can have a table that is big enough that there's he's going to sit on the Ouija board instead of just the bare table. I feel there's something to that. And I feel like dogs too, but they're for them, like, okay, like I had a boxer, and boxers are not the brightest. I love them. They're sweet as fuck. They're not the
They
brightest.
kind of have that stupid look.
Poor guy. I loved my Josie so much, but she was dumb. And like, oh, poor little girl type dumb. Cats, you're not going to fuck them over as much. You're just not. They'll take an eye.
Oh yeah.
Come on now. Have you not?
Oh, Sweet Pea can be, well. Her biggest issue is she has OCD.
Give her a box, though. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, she likes
Mel does the
boxes.
thing. I have him. I'm like, anytime he gets a box, I say, please send me pictures, because he loves. I mean, she loves boxes, and I just think it's so cute. When I don't know what. If anybody's ever seen that stupid video where it's the girl that she does the dating app, and where they do that horrible song, "I love cats," that's me. I'm
But
gonna put him in a bow. Have you ever seen that, Mel?
I have not.
No. Oh, I have to send it to you, because like I don't know why, but that video makes me hysterically cry, and I'm laughing so hard because you can tell this chick is either, I mean, number one, part of it's a joke. I'm pretty sure, but there's a trueness in it as well, that you can tell that she truly loves cats, right? But the way she's explaining it is she's like this weird, creepy cat lover, and then she gets overly emotional about it, right?
Oh,
It's her dating her dating video,
oh
and it just goes all wrong. It's great. Oh my god, it's the best.
yeah,
You have to check it. It's great. That would be the person you're going to end up with. I'm feeling it now.
a cat lady.
Oh yeah, the crazy cat lady.
No.
But I guess I better let you guys go. I know it's late for a lot of you. I've got to work in the morning, and not looking. Tomorrow is what, Thursday?
Yep.
Please?
Tomorrow is Thursday, and for you car guys, they're going to show the new Corvette mid-engine. So.
Oh, are there?
I've been waiting
My
for this
son
for a
will.
long time.
What are you? So when's the last time they had a model? Let's hear. You are so Ursine. What is the model you date?
Well,
The last time.
well, you know, technically the car never went away, but my favorite Corvette is probably, now a lot of people say it should be the 65, 66, but no, my favorite vet is actually the 2006 Z06. I love that car. Hello, Sweet Pea. I love that car.
See, look at her. She's ready to go to bed. She's telling you, man.
Well, she just woke up. She's laying.
Is she?
She's
You
just.
have the night cat. I forget.
No, she's laying right back down though. So she's.
It's been nice with you too, Alicia. Man, I'm still pretty impressed with Alicia. Of like 1 through 50, Like her hitting that number.
Oh yeah, I need to take a screenshot of that. I'm not getting rid of it. It's still here. So
Yeah, like you totally hit number 23.
hit it spot
Like
on.
I'm like, yeah, it blew my mind. It's like of all, like, people are gonna hit near it,
Tell
but for it to
me,
hit the
is she
fucking right number, I was like, what?
she has spies somewhere?
I was like, I'm still proud, like I'm proud of that, man. It's like everybody is waking up in a way, and it's like, and what's funny is when she messaged me later, she said, yeah, I was really busy, and I guess, and so she was really busy doing things around the house, but she was still paying attention. So she did what first came to mind, the first thought, and this is what I tell people all the time: you have to go with your gut, your intuition. And she just said it and went with it, and that was it. It's that simple, and we make it a lot more complicated. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean,
You're learning, and I'm like Angie said earlier, um, very shocked to how you're just kind of finally blossom. And is she the one that got you the pendulum?
yes, Angie got me the pendulum.
Because you know what? It's weird. It's like some people know what will. There are just certain tools that work for certain people.
Yeah,
I feel like somebody, Orly, if she doesn't work with mirrors, she needs to. Definitely. And somebody else. Probably Lee. Yeah, like what is with the Lee? But I'm telling you, like I feel like there's a lot of, hold on, I'm getting another one. Alicia needs to try pendulum. There you go.
now I will say this real quick. One thing I've noticed, like, because when you were using the pendulum, you were getting drained. It's like, oh, and
Hello. Yeah, I will do it. I just don't. It
yeah.
fucks me up, man.
And then I saw Sean do it, and he was getting drained. He looked like he just went through a freaking boxing match. When I do it, nothing happened. I feel perfectly fine. No issues whatsoever.
And and that's what's weird. Hey, and Alicia, what is your sign? What is your? And I don't know why, but I feel like maybe it's an earth sign thing, or maybe like an air. Like there's gonna be I have 3 mirrors in my room right now. How funny are they? Scrying mirrors? Because you need to get you a scrying mirror. I've thought about making them. I've been really actually. Well, because I made the one that Tim has, the one with the payment sigil on it. Libra, I knew it.
Oh.
I knew air. Like people that you know what I mean. Like so ground. Like you're an earth sign. You're grounded. Air signs are kind of like they just go with the flow, right? Water signs, fire signs are very emotional. I mean, even a fire sign, truth be told, is emotional, right? They're fiery though. Never try. Try a black mirror. Or not. Well, I call it black mirror. A scrying mirror or whatnot. What, Toby? Uh-huh. I would try a scrying mirror because I feel like I don't know. I just feel like that would channel for you really well. I feel like Alicia would be more of a pendulum, like it wouldn't wear her out as like it did with myself. You're Cancer. See, there you go. I'm like I have Melvin knows what I'm talking about. The pictures where I'm not me in my scrying mirror
Are actually on the slideshow.
You know what I'm talking about.
So yeah, they're on the slideshow. I think I put them on the slideshow. If I didn't,
Dude,
oops.
they scared me. Like I remember when I first noticed that, I saw that my reflection. I'm like, that's not me, and I'm panicky, and I'm going, okay, just send this picture to Melvin. It's okay, you're fine. Like that's not me. And I'm a Cancer too, so I feel you, girl. And yeah, that it's a my whole house is Cancer, so you know what I feel.
You know, sad boy hours.
Listen to he says sad boy hours.
And but we are gonna actually have to wrap it up because Sweet Pea has to use the bathroom.
Oh yeah, your cat actually is the one that goes outside and says, "Hey, I got to take Tinkle out."
So I can actually hear her, and she is tapping on the door. So.
Oh, I love how you're okay. You got the smartest cat. Love you guys and enjoyed everything. Y'all have a good night. Okay.
Good night.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.